already know what it is. Live, uncut. All right. This is your boy Martin G, aka the Crime Chaser. I am live, uncut, and unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. Come on in, come on in, come on in. That's right. Like and subscribe to your boy Martin G, aka the Crime Chaser. I'm live, uncut, and unedited. It's where you tell the truth and shame the devil. All right. We here, people. We're going to have a good time tonight. We're going to make a great discussion, and I appreciate every last one of you just coming on here tonight. And this is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. We don't want to lie on nobody. We have to tell the truth. Make sure you share the video, like the video, because we're going to get in a heated discussion tonight, as always. And this platform is dedicated for the voiceless, and not just here in Chicago, for all around the country. We're Black folks, and we share some of the same things. I don't care where you may go or where you may be. St. Louis, Chicago, New York, California, Boston, all of us, Mississippi, share some of the same things what we go through in our communities. And I need you guys to tune in. We're having a problem in the Black community. Some don't see it as a problem, some do. It depends on what aisle you're standing on. You said, well, Martin, what you mean, Democrat or Republican? No, there are Black Republicans, there are Black Democrats. And you are welcome on this live. As always, I always say you are more than welcome. More than welcome. More than welcome. Sheila Ross said, I've been waiting on you to go live. And Sheila, it takes a lot of energy to go live. It's just not, you don't just want to pop on here and don't have nothing to talk about. You got to bring some facts and do a little homework. We got to tell the truth, Shane the devil. You already know what it is.
Yes.
Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being Black.
I definitely love being Black.
All right, people, just come on in and make sure you text some people, tag some people, and let them know that we're live. We're taking live callers. The number is on the title, 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. All right, come on in and rock with your boy. Rock with your boy. I am live, uncut, unedited. I'm live, uncut, unedited. I'm gonna have to call you back. I'll talk to you later. I'll talk to you. All right. All right, people, come on in, come on in, come on in. Come on in. All right, Robin, what's up, Robin? I see you. Brenda, I see you. Lee Ethels, what's up? All right, Princess Black in the house. I love being Black.
That's right. I'll tell you, I love being Black. Live from Montana.
All right, get some of your friends from Montana to tune in. What's up, Willie? What's up, Travis? What's up, my brother? Peace and blessing to you. Peace and blessing to you. All right, Katie Brown. All right, I see you. That's right. Brother Sam. Sam, you got the call-in number, so I more than want you to call in because it's going to get hot on here, and we got to tell the truth and shame the devil. Sam is my buddy. I've been knowing Sam probably over 10 years, a little longer than that, I believe. And we've done a lot of business together. Thank you, Brother Earl. It was good seeing you today. I appreciate you. That I sent you that Chicago, that new Chicago plan. I tell you, I guarantee you, Earl, you would not hear one politician, local politician right here in the city of Chicago talk about that. I guarantee you. And it's exactly what they're doing. This been in the plan for a long time, Earl, a long time. And don't get me wrong, listen, in the public, no, in the public, they say brown, but on a piece of paper, they say white. All right, now, I know it. Don't listen, we got to tell the truth, shame the devil. Now, you can't have it both ways. Either you're going to be brown or you're going to be white. And people, should we support the immigrants for fighting ICE? I'm telling you. And a lot of black people say it's not our fight. It's not our fight. That's why a lot of people say it's not our fight. Yeah, it's not our fight. So come on in, people. And this is real talk. This is real talk. It's not our fight. It's not our fight. That's what they say. Kenny Nicole, what's going on? I see you. I I appreciate you. That's right. Tag my buddy Carlos West. That's my frat brother. I appreciate him. All right. I'm not a frat, but I always call him frat brother. That's my brother. I appreciate him. He one of the realest frets I ever met. I tell you, keep it 100. 100. I'm telling you, 100. It's a good brother, man. Carlos, maybe you need to call in tonight. Call in tonight, Carlos. I'm gonna put the number on the screen, and we could talk about. We always talk about Dr. Claude Anderson all the time. So we love him on this station. We love him. We love him. Yeah, we love him. We love him. Yeah, I'm telling you, Dr. Claude Anderson. Call in, Carlos. Yeah, call in. Number right there on the screen. I got a couple of my buddies I want to call in and talk to them. And let's be honest with y'all. We're going to be honest. Now, we know we're going to have some Spanish people listening in. We're going to have some Belizeans, some Haitians, and Trinidadians coming on here listening in. And we got to tell them, people, why we're not supporting them. Or we could tell them why we should support them. We got to tell them. This is the platform that we can do it on. We got to tell them. I'm feeling great today. Some of you got the day off. Tomorrow off. I don't have tomorrow off. I got to work, but that's okay. Thank God for a job. Thank God for a job. All right. All right. I need my brothers to call in. I'm ready for you. Just paid the phone bill. The line is fresh. It's wide open. Man, let's get it on. Let's get it on. Let's get it on.
I love being black.
I got the computers in front of me, the cameras, the microphone, the board. I'm ready. I'm the cameraman. I'm the board man. I'm the lights man. I'm the host. I'm doing it all. Doing it all. All right, call in, people. That's the call-in number right there on the screen. I need you guys to call in. We want to talk about immigration. Don't be afraid. We got some videos that we're going to show as well. We definitely got some videos that we're going to show. And some of these videos, some of you guys remember. Yeah. I like that video, that one video of when the pastor got hit in the head. Matter of fact, I'm going to show that video right now. The pastor got hit in the head, and yeah, the man of God. Look at the pastor. Look at pastor talking. Look. Wow. Y'all see that? They hit pastor in the head, y'all. They hit pastor in the head. Look at pastor talking. They hit pastor in the head. Boom! Oh, Jesus. They didn't hit pastor in the head, y'all. They did hit pass in the head. Shot him in the head with a pepper ball. Boom. Boy, hey, they going hard for these immigrants. We need some folks to go hard for some black folks. Where they at? Where are they? Where are they? I tell you, listen, people, this channel right here, we don't do anything but tell the truth. Now, we have our own different opinions and stuff like that. We love it. We ask different questions as well. But what do you guys think about Pastor getting shot in the head? I'm quite sure a lot of you guys witnessed the video. Yeah.
Has joined.
All right, I got me out of towner. I love them out of town. They be faithful. I tell you, they be straight up faithful. I tell you. Hey, out of towner. How you doing? 609. Hello?
Hi.
How you doing? All right. Can you hear me? Hello? 609. You need to turn down your Facebook so you can hear me.
I'm here.
Okay, turn down your Facebook so it won't be no delay. Facebook and YouTube, turn it off or turn it all the way down and just talk to me through the phone.
Okay.
All right. So it won't be no delay. All right. You ready? Let me know when you're ready. Okay. Let me know when you're ready. Are you ready?
Okay. Let me
put it on mute. Put it on mute.
All right. Is this better?
Yeah, that's better. That's
okay.
Better. See, the reason why I say that, because if you try to listen to me and listen to your audio at the same time, what's going to happen is going to be a delay. It's like a maybe 2 or 3 second delay. All right.
Right.
Okay. Now, that's better. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So what is it that you want? What's your comments or your thought? Well, let's hear it. I'm ready to hear it. We're talking about immigration. Here.
Okay.
Carlos West.
Okay.
I think 3 days ago,
Uh-huh.
when I came on, basically, and when I came back on, and someone had commented that I was all over the place, but I just tried to get so much out of for that day. But I'm going to stick to the topic, and
okay.
If you ask me a question, I'm going to answer directly. I'm just going to be where I need to be. But that particular day, because like I said, I have never even taken out the time to, but I just feel as though, I'm in my 60s. Why leave this world? What can I do something to leave a mark, for a generation to come and that's here, something positive. So I'll wait, and whatever question you ask, I'll ask accordingly and try to limit a lot of,
Okay. Well, just hold on.
things.
Let me bump a guy in front of you real quick, and I'll come back to you and ask a question for you. Okay.
Okay,
A
sure.
question. Okay. All right, Carlos. Come on, Carlos. Carlos, what's up, my buddy? I can hear you, brother.
What's happening, brother Martin?
All right,
Can
man.
you hear me?
Loud and clear. Loud and clear. Loud and clear. So, hey, before we get to talking, man, what them Bears gonna do? I know you're not a Bears fan. What they gonna do tomorrow, man?
Hey, they gonna lose like they normally do.
Okay, now. All right, listen, I'm gonna see you tomorrow on the video on live, holding your head down. I think they're gonna win tomorrow. We're gonna see. Hey, y'all. Hey, brother Carlos is a true sports fan, people. Trust me. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal, but he is a true sports fan. Actually, he's a real Lakers fan, right here in the city of Chicago.
Die-hard Lakers, Dodgers, Cowboys. And, sports is like life, Martin. People have a different team. Some people like this team, but it's sports. You win or lose, just like you do in life.
Right.
And right now, we as black people are losing bad.
Okay. Tell us why we're losing and how we're losing. Tell us. Explain it to him. You got the floor. Come on.
Because we haven't listened to Dr. Claude Anderson. He's told us what's going to happen, and it's happening right in front of our face. We need to be independent. We don't need to have loyalty to any Democratic Party or Republican. Whoever does the most for you is who you vote for. So what we have to do is hold every politician accountable. And in my opinion, we need to start shutting these businesses down. So we cannot go in Chinatown. We cannot go in Little Village. So why are we letting people continuously open businesses in our community?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, let me ask you a question, brother. A question. My buddy said I gotta pronounce that word correctly. But anyway, let me say this. Why is it that you see so many foreign-owned businessmen in our communities doing business? They don't live there, but they don't live here, but they do business. Why you think that? You think we dropped the ball somewhere?
Because
Go ahead.
Because the black politicians have sold us out, and then you got to blame the people in the community, because we as people like to talk. So I listen to your show very often, but people don't want to put the work in that it takes to make a change. What I mean, people don't want to get in the community. People scared to work with the kids. So I'm in a fraternity. So this is one of the things that I preach to my frat brothers of the Greeks, is instead of being in a damn meeting all the time, you need to be in the streets, because in the streets is what's going to make a difference.
Mm-hmm. And you know what, people, let me say that that brother is 100% correct. The way he's talking in public, he talks to them in private, to his own brothers like that. He's real. He's real with it. I've seen it. We protest together. We met each other on the front lines. And this brother is for real. His brother is for real. He is for real. When I say he's for real, he loved his community and he loved the young people whom he served. You know, now I'm getting ready to start shifting my gears toward the young people, because some of the old folks, they don't want that no more. It's their way or the highway. And you listen, we all have to learn. And before my next caller, let me play some Dr. Claude Anderson for you guys, okay? Let's do that. Let's get it out there and let's break the ice. I want to play Dr. Claude Anderson. And it's probably on a couple of minutes, so just be patient with me, people. I'm finna pull him up, and we want to play a little bit about him, and he warned us. He definitely warned us. All right, where is Dr. Claude? And here he is, right here.
Everything that blacks were producing went to Wall Street then. And now that all that money that's amassed on Wall Street is still producing unearned income. All that money is producing a regular salary for people. It's in stocks and bonds and dividends. They don't have to work. Never had to work. But we're going to talk about that later on. So what I'm saying now is that you're going to have this massive influx of immigrants into the country that are better equipped. They don't have your legacies. They don't have your disadvantages.
Now, hold it right there. Now, did you hear that, people? He said you're going to have a mass influx of immigrants that don't have your discipline and don't have your, let me see, make sure I get it right, because I don't want to say it wrong. Let me school on back what he said and listen to it.
Now is that you're going to have this massive influx of immigrants into the country that are better equipped. They don't have your legacies. They don't have your disadvantages.
Now, he said they don't have our legacy and they don't have our disadvantages. Carlos, real quick, comment on that real quick.
So what we as a people don't understand, first of all, you do not get anywhere off emotions. We got to take emotions out of the picture. You get your resources by unity and coming together. And you must demand things like Dr. Claude Anderson states. You can't go asking, begging. So we can go to these politicians' offices. So if you're a politician and hundreds of people are storming your office wanting answers, I would think that you would want to listen to those people. But we have to have specific demands. See, we don't have specific demands because they know that all we're going to do is fight and argue amongst each other. So an example, we have certain people like Zoe, Danielle Carter that has said they're going to flip red. And you have a lot of people that are furious about this. Why would you be furious? Because we need people on both sides. We need Black people that are Republican, Black people that are Democrats, because now you have somebody that's speaking for you, which we can demand whoever's going to give us more. That's who we vote for. We are the only race that is loyal to somebody that has not done anything for us for the last 60 years. Why would they do anything when they know we're going to vote for them regardless? That's what I mean about emotion. Whether you like Trump or not, Donald Trump did not give the immigrants $700 million. Donald Trump did not close 50 Chicago public schools. Donald Trump has not had park districts in different areas not do things for these kids. So I'm a former school teacher. I know what's going on. When I was, they had a thing called No Child Left Behind. That's when I told myself I won't be teaching long because I'm not going to be part of he, this is a he, this is a she. The way I was raised, a man is a man, a woman is a woman.
No. Okay.
That's the way my father raised me. That's the way my uncles raised me, my grandparents. That's what it was. I was also disciplined. See, they took disciplining kids out the schools and the home. So if you don't have any discipline, you have nothing. And this goes to mothers. You have to, particularly boys, you have to get them at a young age. Because if you don't, the streets will. And once they go to the Audi home and jail, do you think jail cares about how you feel? They're gonna follow rules behind bars. I'm also a military person. I went to the National Guard. So in basic training, they teach you you're gonna follow a chain of command whether you like it or not. Believe me, if you have youngsters, please, I'm pleading with you, do not by any means have them confront the National Guard because they will be sorry. To anybody on social media, please tell your young sons, nephews, do not challenge the National Guard on social media. Please. We do not want these young men being used because it will be severe consequences.
Okay, people. All right. Let me okay, I'm gonna come back to let me come back to you, Carlos. Let me get this other call, and then I'm gonna go to 609. Last four digits is 0351. Hey, caller.
Hey, Martin. It's Robin.
Hey, Robin. Okay, Robin. What's going on? How you doing? You did say Robin. I'm so sorry.
I'm doing all right.
Come on, talk to us.
I'm doing all
talk
right.
to us. Talk to us, man. Tell the truth, shame the devil. All right.
I'm a born raised Chicagoan, and this is what I'm currently working in Montana. I'm in a small town, somewhat almost an Indian reservation, and so far as I've seen, the only Black woman. Since I have been here, the people has been overwhelming nice, and I told them where I was from, Chicago. So they did ask me a lot of questions, like, is that really going on? Is that really going on? Because here in Montana, they ain't got them problems. They don't have them problems. They don't have high taxes or anything. So I spoke with my children and my grandchildren, say about 2 weeks after me being here, and I asked them, how would y'all feel if I bought a farm or a ranch? I said, I just need 2 cows, 2 chicken, and a horse. And they said, what a good idea. And I told myself, the only thing I got to do is get past the animals, the bears.
Okay.
We got them.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is here, I noticed the more freely they live, they're not under stress. They do have big cities. They do have crimes. And I watch their news. Their news report more accidents than shootings. They barely have shootings.
Okay.
And it's peaceful. And I'm really considering relocating. And I just can't do Chicago no more. I can't do the high taxes. First of all, them taxes is leaving us at an income cap. Well, and I need for people to open their eyes and look at your paycheck.
Hold it.
At an income. We can't go.
Hold it, Robin. We're talking about immigration. I know we got a lot going on, but I want to stick with the subject.
That's part of it.
Okay. Come on with it.
No,
then.
Really.
Okay.
It's part of it because they come in and work so low. I work in healthcare.
Now, let me ask you a question.
And
let me ask you a question. Why is it think that Hispanics, Mexicans, or immigrants work low? I find that not to be true. Really, I really do. I really find that not to be true. I'm gonna be honest with you guys.
That's not
because
really
here in the city of Chicago, they're making money. They're making money. Listen, if you're a union worker, and a lot of immigrants are union workers working on these construction sites, they're getting paid. Trust me, they are getting paid. So don't believe the hype. Do not believe they got you guys.
I'm a union worker.
Yeah, they get paid.
I'm a union worker.
Okay. So
then they making more than me.
Yeah, some of them.
And I'm a union worker, and I work. And they got to be making more than me because I can't seem to get over just enough to pay rent. Okay. I had to go leave another state and go work to make the money to send back home to help my family.
Well, let me ask you this.
I don't think that's fair.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you have a problem with the migrants here?
You know what I learned since I've been here in Montana? I don't even care about them no more.
Okay.
I really don't. It's a problem that is we fussing about the wrong things.
Okay, like what?
I think just vote whatever. It's
like
just I've been there. I've seen they took over the community. They took over my community. They took over my apartment building. I'm still trying to figure out how my landlord, who was black when I first got there.
Okay,
then I ended up renting from a Mexican. I'm confused. That confused me.
Hold it right there. Hold it right there. Now you just said in your own words that it's not. We are other things. Now you don't think that's a concern about them coming in our community, taking over? You don't think that's a real concern?
Why, I mean, it's a concern because it blew my mind from me having a black landlord to having a Mexican. That threw me. I couldn't understand. I'm up here like, where you go? Where's my landlord? He was black. And then my new landlord was Mexican. And he did everything in his power to get us up out that building. And we left because he moved them in. We Mexicans on the bottom, upstairs. You know, he kind of like forced us out. And I couldn't find nowhere to rent, nowhere to live.
Robin, you don't see a concern with that?
It's a concern, but really it's like to be worried about something that really is just, it ain't moving nowhere. Ain't nobody, to me it's like, y'all listening, but they ain't listening to us. Like, and I agree, we got to flip it red to make them listen. They're not listening. And it's like, we don't care what y'all say, we're going to do what we're going to do anyway. That's how I feel. I said, well, let me just take a break out the state and when Chicago gets it together in 2027, maybe I'll come back.
Okay.
But other than that,
Well,
I had to take a break and look back and live differently.
So you saying you don't see nothing wrong with them coming in our community, taking over, they being our landlords.
No,
You don't see anything. I just want to get it real.
No,
okay.
I do see that wrong. That's what I'm saying. I do see that wrong. That is a concern, but it's like,
Robin, now you be going hard in the comments. Now I got you on the phone. You backing up, you backpedaling. Come on now, go hard now. You go hard in the comments because I was reading your comments the other night and you was going hard. Now you're backpedaling. Come on now, tell us how you really feel. Come on, I'm not.
I guess because now I left.
Okay.
I left, and I kind of feel, like now. Learning and talking to the other people definitely here in Montana, and they asked me questions to look at it, to hear what they told me, like, you made a good move, just try to build here or whatever, because we visit there, and they from all over. And they were like, oh, we go to Chicago, we visit there, or, of course they go for a Cubs game, or they going in the suburbs, or they got family there. But they like, man, until they clean it up. And they don't understand, like, why they don't want the National Guard. But this is what really blew me is we ain't the only ones. I didn't even expect it to be a couple of states in Oregon. That's where I started looking like, oh my God, it's not just Chicago, Los Angeles, no New York. When Oregon pops up on the map between Wyoming and South Dakota, things like the folks in the surrounding states, like, y'all need to keep it there,
Robin,
because it ain't coming here.
Robin, let me say something to you so you'll know. If you look at Compton, California, predominantly black back in the 80s and the 90s. All Hispanics now.
It ain't now though.
It's not now. Why is that? Because they was burning, they was cocktail bombing black people homes and stuff like that.
Marcus.
They were doing that. So see, what up? Okay, let me say if we can start. Let me get started. We don't want what happened in Compton, California to happen here in city Chicago. And I know you're not here, you got relatives, you're born and raised here, but let me just say this to you. I have a heart of gold. I love everybody. But when it comes to my people, I'm loving my people just a little bit more than other people, period. And I don't want them to come in our community, 63rd, 71st, 47, and just take over. I don't want that. And
that's what I'm trying to understand, Martin, for real. How did I lose my black landlord to a Mexican? I mean, and I lived on 69th.
Mm-hmm.
I watched the community. They put, I don't know if anybody knew, right there by the red line on 69th and Wabash or whatever, behind the gas station, there was a brown apartment building. I don't know how many people knew that was a shelter.
Okay, I didn't know
and I watched them move in that. I'm about to tell you, I don't know how many. I watched them move in that building, and let me tell you, they had the black immigrants in the front.
Mm-hmm.
They had the other immigrants in the back, and it was a shelter. They had a door, safe house. I think it was called Safe House, something, because it was on the door in white paper and some type. And they had cars all lined up down 69 little buckets.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them nice, all up down there. I watched from the time I moved in that community I moved from over there in the 80s. I mean, not in the 80s, but from living over there on 81st. I moved in over there and watched out of in 2 years. I couldn't figure out where all the black people go. And the way they move so silently, because you only see them pop out at a certain time. Like, you can tell this check day because they got the laundromat, the neighborhood laundromat loaded up. Or you can see them walking from Aldi's. Or,
okay.
But they didn't go into certain spots. Like, you didn't see them in the new 76 gas station, or you didn't see them in certain places, but you had the You know,
Robin,
they'll pop out.
Hold
pop back in.
Hold it.
Martin.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Martin.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I want to go back to Dr. Claude Anderson.
Come on with it.
So he states no Caucasian person will take responsibility to what happened to black people in the past. No Caucasian person is going to feel guilt about what happened or what they did to black people. No Caucasian will approve a public program policy that will switch resources from white to black. 3 mistakes we made. 1, we've never had a plan locally and nationally. 2, we thought slogans were racism. Now let's talk about slogans. Black people love slogans. Obama, what was his slogan? He had a slogan, right?
Mm-hmm.
All black people know what the slogan was. So we've had yes, we can, keep hope alive.
Change we could believe in.
Get anything with a,
right.
You're not going to get anything with a slogan. You're not going to get any resources. That's just trickery for your own people to continue to steal from us. 3, never created a plan. Now this is essential. Never created a plan to educate children on racism, leadership, business, which could pass from generation to generation. So we as a people, well, I'm making $150,000 to $300,000 a year. That does not mean anything, because if you pass that down to your children or your family members and they have no business sense, they don't know economics, they will blow hundreds of thousands of dollars in a matter of a year. All the money that you worked all your life for will be gone. Then he talks about our black economic downfall. Money has to move around 8 to 12 times in your community before it leaves. 2, we spend 95% of our money with other races. 3, no community without business. That is your base. That's what we have. We do not have communities. We have hoods. Everything in the community. So if you go out to, say, suburbs, so let's say Batavia, go Glenbard, your public schools are based on your businesses. That's why if you go to these schools, you go to these suburbs like Orland, their public high schools look like college campuses. So they don't have to send their kids to private schools because the taxes that they are paying for their children to have better schools. I know this because I was a teacher. So until we wake up, you are getting garbage education. This is what your kids are getting. Go to the schools. You must be on the local school council. You must preach and get your own literature in the books. What do I mean by that? The kids must see black literature because they must see themselves being positively seen. The only thing that they see is I'm going to be Jay-Z, I'm going to be LeBron, I'm going to be Lil Durk. So if they don't see a successful person that has a career of businesses, they have no role models. So that's why I'm preaching, pleading and begging for any black person that is successful, whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a plumber, electrician, you work for the city, you have to mentor these young boys. That means, and if you have time, don't tell me you don't have time, because tomorrow night you'll be watching the Bears. You watch the Bears every Sunday. You drink after you get off work. Some of you chase side women. Come on, we got to stop playing with what's happening.
Tell the truth.
Then he states, reasons blacks don't have businesses. 1, they do not have a plan to get one. 2, other races will never support your business, ever. If you don't believe me, go to Chinatown and try to open a business. Go to Little Village. Go to Little Italy. So why, in the Creator's name, do we let other people come J&J? To the black women, you buy weave every day. So why don't you own the business? All you got to do is shut the businesses down. It ain't no more selling hair here. So if they can't sell the hair, they have to leave. And then black women can take over the business. But you want to continue to go get these people money to buy weave when you can go get the weave yourself. This makes no economic sense. And me and Martin understand, I call it economic castration.
That's right.
So those of you that aren't familiar, I protested a Shell gas station in Dalton, Illinois for 1 month straight. Am I lying, Martin?
He's not lying. He's telling the truth.
8 in the morning to 8 at night. Some of the times I was there by myself. And this gas station lost over $1 million. They called the police on me. They called people to watch. I didn't care because the police can't do anything if you legally protest, which means you cannot bring weapons. So if it is organized, when you castrate businesses economically, they must leave your community, and that means black people can get the businesses for pennies on a dollar. It's that simple. It just got to be people that's willing to get out and do the work and stop talking.
Mm-hmm. And you know what? Let me say something real quick. I got 2 more callers. No one is pulling a gun on us, and I'm including myself and Carlos in there, for us going into these foreign-owned businesses. Now, if you know, for those of us that smoke weed, that's buying from Lil Pookie and Ray Ray on the block, we might travel 2 miles going south or north to go get our weed. A lot of us, we shop for convenience when it comes to groceries and stuff like that. You have to shop where you can get your deal at and the best groceries for your family. Why go into a gas station, a foreign-owned gas station, and spend $200 worth of link, which you probably in reality only getting maybe $120 worth of groceries because it's overtaxed and overpriced. So I'm going to tell you something what the Spanish people did one time. This story was told to me. I think it was the gangbangers. I think they was Latin Kings. They ran the foreign-owned business out of their town. What they did, they gave everybody a warning. They told them that they didn't want nobody going in their store. And if you go in their store, we're not responsible for what happened to you. And just before you know it, people, that store closed, and now they got that store. See, and the brother is right. I'm just telling you. Because see, just think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mothers, listen to me. Fathers, listen to me. These same corner stores, if we own them, your son and your daughter could be working inside them. Your teenage son, your teenage daughter. Instead of her going out there turning tricks for money, instead of him going out there scamming or snatching and grabbing, he could be making some money, he or she. I think like that. The more black people we put in business, the more black people can hire. Trust me. And I'm going to say this, and no disrespect to the ladies. A lot of y'all going there having sex with these foreigners for a little pocket change. I'm just telling you the truth. And we know what's going on. We know what's going on. And we see it. But let me go to the next call. I had these callers too. Come on, Marcus, real quick. Come on, Marcus. I'm sorry. Come on, Marcus.
So you're talking about the businesses, right?
Immigration, the businesses, all that. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Come on.
We have a habit of patronizing people that don't like us because they close down all our corner stores, close down a lot of our restaurants. I mean, all out here, I don't understand why black people go to this Sharks right here on 98th and Halsted. I wouldn't feed my dog out of there. The 4 gas stations right around my house, you know where I live at, Martin, all of them are Arabian owned in a predominantly black neighborhood and a black alderman. I mean, the 21st Ward, Alderman Ronnie Mosley. And I don't understand why don't no black people own those gas stations. They're right up off the expressway. Black people need to quit patronizing people who don't like them, but they do it anyway, and they will try to fight their way into a store if you blocked it. You know what happened out there when y'all was doing the nail thing. When y'all was out there protesting the nail shop. You had black women coming up to y'all, calling y'all stupid and cussing y'all out. And y'all were out there for them. But they were study running in that nail shop after another black woman had been beat down. We got to quit patronizing them and we run them out of our neighborhood. White folks ain't finna let you set up shop in Mount Greenwood. They're not gonna let you set up shop there and patronize you. They're gonna run you out by not patronizing you. And people taking up for these immigrants, black people going hard. Some black people are going hard for these immigrants. Those immigrants wasn't going hard for us. They wasn't going hard for us.
Tell the truth.
So why are we going hard for them? And this mayor is really going hard for them. But he wasn't out there going hard for Laquan McDonald. You had black people coming up to y'all while y'all was out there protesting during the Magnificent Mile shutdown, fighting to get in the Nike store, fighting to get in the Apple store. Black people want to run you over with their cars. Help me understand why some of us always got to play the good Negro and side with the enemy.
Martin, I'm gonna share this, Rob. I'm gonna share one more thing before I go.
Okay, go ahead.
To all my cannabis smokers, I'm gonna educate you on something. If you just go take the course, I think it's a 40-hour course or a 90-hour course to either be a cannabis worker or get your cannabis license, then, it be more so legal, and then you won't need to really be in the other people's face about no cannabis, because that's what I'm learning. That's why I'm really here, to go to school for cannabis.
Okay.
I know Chicago has it too.
Okay.
But that's all I wanted to say,
Okay.
that they can go to school for it.
Okay.
And that's how the foreigners and everything else is doing. They're going right down there, Oliver Harvey, taking a little 40-hour course.
Okay.
And getting a little license stuck up in they businesses and pushing the weed out the gas stations.
I don't know if that's real weed anyway.
That's all I had to say.
Okay, thank you. Let's go to this next caller. Yeah. Yeah. I got a couple of people holding. Yeah, go ahead real quick, because I got a couple people holding. Go ahead. Go ahead, brother, real quick.
Real quick, Martin,
Yeah.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
So instead, we have to have a plan. So this is to the men. Any man, Martin, I would say we start an inbox, a list. Any man that is serious about shutting these businesses down in our community, it starts with us. So we need to get a list of names. We need to stop talking, and we need to make examples out of these businesses. It's that simple. And then you educate the people why we're doing it.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Because we are not going to get anywhere if we don't take action.
That's right.
Because if you don't have resources, these young men are going to continue to be violent. With me being a young man, if a man can feed his family, if he has good self-esteem, he has a job, and he has a wife, a girlfriend, he's a bachelor, he's doing something constructive, he does not want to be in the streets.
Okay. All right, hold it right there. We're gonna talk more about that. Let me go to this next caller. My next caller is 6274, last four digits, 6274. I haven't forgot about 609. Go ahead. 6274. Come on, caller. 62.
Hi, how you doing?
Good. What's your thoughts?
Oh my goodness. Oh, I got so many thoughts. I was listening to
all right, just
conversations.
let it out. Let it out.
Let's do the
hear
immigration first.
Okay, come on. Let's do that. All right.
Immigration. Oh my gosh. Well, it's like this. If you go to somebody, I think I posted it on the page, but if you wake up in the morning and somebody in your yard, a whole family lives in your backyard, you're going to be offended because they don't belong there. Okay? It's just that simple. They don't belong there. They in territory where they don't belong. They wasn't invited. So it make everybody feel uncomfortable having people in their space, and we don't know where you come from. We were forewarned that they were coming a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
when Trump said put up the walls. So, of course, a lot of people didn't pay attention to him because he's not, quote unquote, a president. He's a businessman.
Hold it, sister. Hold it, sister. Hold it, sister. I
Okay.
want you to listen to something. This is about 10 to 15 years ago. This is Dr. Claude Anderson. I ain't going to play the whole thing, but listen
that
to
blacks
this.
were producing went to Wall Street then.
Listen to this.
And now that all that money that's amassed on Wall Street is still producing unearned income. All that money is producing a regular salary for people. It's in stocks and bonds and dividends. They don't have to work. Never had to work. But we're going to talk about that later on. So what I'm saying now is that you're going to have this massive influx of immigrants into the country that are better equipped. They don't have your legacies. They don't have your disadvantages. They're walking across the border. They're going to get a free lunch. They don't have to pay dues. But you got public policies in this country that are equating them to black folk. They're equating them to black, and what we've allowed them to do, starting in 1970, is to wrap themselves in black folks' suffering and pretend somehow they suffered along with black folk.
Now, did you hear that, my sister? Did you hear that?
Oh, yes.
Okay,
Definitely.
so that was at least 15 to 20 years ago.
Happening.
That was like 15, 20. That ain't got nothing to do with no Republican, Democrat. He warned us. That's Dr. Claude Anderson. He warned us. We were warned. We didn't take heed.
Exactly.
Go ahead, my sister. Finish up. Go ahead.
Because we don't take heed. We never take heed to the warnings. And I don't understand that. Warning always come before destruction.
Mm-hmm.
Always. Always. There's never a time that we are not warned and something don't happen. You know, whether you're discerning it, whether you're feeling it, whatever, you know when something is about to hit the fan. And most people just watch it. They like the brother said earlier today. He said people don't get out there. I get out there. I close gas stations down by myself. But when you say, come over here and help me, you got a lot of people will talk about what they want to do or what they gonna do. But when it's time to put the footwork in, people don't want to do it. People back down. People are living truly in fear. And it's like, what are you living in fear of? Nowadays, I'm seeing most of us living in fear of our own children. Because in my mind, I mean, as a mom born and raised in Chicago and South Side, how and where we know how some of the guns came in the community. Of course, they drop them in a community with crates, crate loads full of military pistols. But my thing is, where are the mothers? Do you not look in your children's bedrooms, under their beds, in their closets, sweep they room? Like, how and where are they hiding this stuff at in your home? And then, we have to change as mothers. We have to truly, because I as a woman, I feel like women carry the bag on a lot of stuff, and I'm not giving men a pass, not at all. But as a mother, as a nurturer, as one who cares, why are we not watching our children? Why are we making sure our children aren't out here doing these things? When we go into the community, we go buy deodorant. Deodorant is in a cage. If you go on Ashland, on 74th and Ashland to Walmart, you go, deodorant is in a cage. It's hidden. You got to get it unlocked for deodorant. Toothpaste, soap, a toothbrush. Toothbrush at Dollar Tree, $1.25, a toothbrush. Everything is caged up. So you're just not going in no regular grocery store shopping like everybody else because they steal everything out of the community. And nobody does anything about it. As far as the politicians, they should have been gone. A lot of people don't even know who their older people are in their communities. Just look how long it took them to even fix potholes in the street. The politicians are racking up off of the money of the people in the city, and we keep voting them in. Why? Why are we voting them in? Because they can put up an intellectual speech? Why are we voting these people in? Why are we not voting in the people who we know, like, hey, this is my brother. I've been knowing him. He's been living on such and such for 35 years. At least we know he's from Chicago. We know what he about. We know he used to be in the street. We know he went to college. We know, he changed his life around. So why are we not trusting him? But we'll bring in an outsider and trust them because of their vernacular. Nobody knows them. Nobody knows where they came from. They were plants and they were placed here. And everybody jump on the bandwagon. We have to stop jumping on bandwagons. And we truly have to stick together one to another. And that's when it's going to stop. Even with the immigrants coming in, people not sticking together. You look at how many Blacks are divided in Chicago right now because of immigration. Family members arguing with one another because everybody don't believe the same, and that's fine. Oh, the immigrants not bothering me. Yeah, because they're not in your communities. They didn't put them up north. They tried to put them in the suburbs. The suburbs said no. Take them to the city where they wanted them at. And now they're in the city. All the taxpayers, everybody who own homes and own anything, they have to pay for this. The immigrants got so much money. They got so many, food stamps was ridiculous. I think it was like something like 8,000-9,000. Cash, they got like 20 grand. You have people who've been here their whole life. They don't give us 20 grand. They don't even give us food stamps. They're not trying to help us. So we have to help ourselves. Each one teach one. But as soon as one begins to teach, now we don't like him because he educating us. And nobody wants to learn from the next person. We have to stop doing that. We have to learn how to be our brother's keepers. We are not our brother's keepers. That's a big problem. We should be our brother's keepers. If we were our brother's keepers, this stuff wouldn't be going on.
All right.
Our women
need you kind of end it up because I got two more callers.
Okay, one more thing. I just want to say this because you said something about how our women like to, y'all was protesting at the nail shop. They went up there acting silly. That's ridiculous. When we have so many gifts and talents we can use for ourselves, go open up a nail shop. People would love to come in a nail shop if you're not taking all day talking on your cell phone and got to go take 14 cigarette breaks and go talk to your boyfriend. We would love to do that. So we just have to do better mentally.
No, hold it. Let me stop you right there. That's still no excuse. That's excuse.
No, right.
No, that still not no excuse. We have to learn economics, group economics. If we don't practice it, it won't happen. See, a lot of Black women, I've learned from experience, we make excuses. One incident happened in the Black business, we don't go back no more. We go all on social media.
That's true.
Every other business, we get them 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 chances. But a Black business violates you one time, that's it. We're not going back in it, period. I'm just telling y'all people, that's how we get out. I've done it before too.
Absolutely, I agree.
I've done it myself. And I had to check myself. Hold on, I gave a T-Mobile chance after chance. Comcast or Infinity.
Come on now.
They rob us. Who can understand them old confusing bills? I said, I just paid $300 last month. My bill, another $200. What's going on? And guess what? We go and give them my money. Go and give them my money. We go to the Chinese restaurant. Food a little dry. We go back there again. People, Black people, we have to learn how to support group economics. We got to do it as a group. If we don't, we're going to fail, people. We're going to fail. We keep making excuses for not shopping Black. Everybody know when you go to a Black establishment, be prepared to pay a little bit more because we don't get it in the bulk as where these other stores put all their money together. Now, you might go over here and buy you, this is what I don't understand about blunts. Now, on the blunts, it say 99 cents. Then when you get through buying, it's $1.50. I don't, maybe somebody that's a weed smoker can tell me that, but not right now, but later on, I just don't understand it. Maybe it's a tobacco tax. I don't know what it is, but I don't understand it. Then they got this thing.
They manipulating the minds of the people. They manipulate them and taking their money. That's what they doing.
This thing, like they got this thing like this at the gas station now. If you're paying cash, you pay this, but if you're paying for credit card, it's this. I mean, what's going on, people? We let them get away with this. Now, if you say gas is $2.99, I don't care if I pay with a debit card, credit card, or whatever. It should be $2.99, not $3.01 because I'm playing with a debit card or a credit card. We got to get on this, black people. We just silent. We don't say nothing. We just let it go by. Period. I'm serious, people. We have to. All these foreign-owned businesses getting us like that. We see the sign say one thing, but we paying another on our credit card, on our debit card. I'm telling y'all, people, this thing is real, and we got to address it right now because black people, everybody, we don't have no friends. Don't nobody like black people at all. At all. I'm sorry. Even some black people. They get around white people, they don't even want you talking to them. They act like they don't even know you. But let me go to the next caller. Thank you so much, ma'am. Area code 301. 301. Come on, call. Thank you for holding for so long. 301. Area code 301.
Oh, thank you. First of all, I think that good evening. That sister's call before she made some valid points. I want to respect her.
Come on.
But we need to reorganize the communities. There need to be understanding, and it starts with our youth. They propose many programs, but what I noticed is that once it's really about organizing and educating the community, especially the youth. A lot of like council and other governmental bodies intervene, counsel people, and shut it down. They like to do a lot of superficial stuff. They don't like to really do anything that's going to have some long-standing effects in the community. So we really need to look into this. I know, we're just talking now, but we really, like you said, it's not about Democrat or Republican. It's about black people. And we got to do what's best in our interest. And what's being put forth to us is not in our interest. And, Brother Claude Anderson, gave us the guidebook. It's up for us to implement the plan. But another issue with our youth, they're different. They're different kind of youth. But hey, that's our youth, and we just got to work with them.
Yeah, we got to work with them. And I think as a group, we have to have a new mindset. Do you know? I talked to my buddy. He's on the line right now. The Mexicans, the immigrants. This is what they got going on. When ICE come in the neighborhood, what they do, they start blowing whistles, literally whistles. So that warns everybody that ICE is in the community, in the neighborhood. They're working together. My buddy told me, he said, man, listen, they got their own Uber and own everything. Some of them are not coming out the house. They got designated people to bring them food and everything. They working on the app and everything. So they're working together. They're doing it like an underground. Trust me. They are working together. And I always say, anybody that work together, no matter if you right or wrong, you're powerful. Good or bad, you're powerful. And that is what we need to do, work together on something major, not minor. Now, we work together on little minor things. We can plan our school reunions and these car shows and electric slide and the stepper kind. All that stuff is nothing but pure entertainment. It does not progress our race at all. Go ahead, my dear sis. I'm sorry cutting you off. Go ahead.
But also, you have to understand the councilmen, they're also in it. They're the ones out here passing pamphlets how to beat ICE and do this with ICE. So they're also, there's some level of governmental involvement in this too.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
With us, there's no support.
That's it. So shouldn't that tell us something? If these politicians going that hard for non-citizens, what they tell you, what they think about us, and we're citizens. No one fights for a wrongly incarcerated, not in this mass number, or maybe a little few pockets, yeah. So they're going to show you people, black people, we are doomed if we don't change. We all we got. I'm telling y'all, we got. We've been warned. The sister said it early. Warning comes before destruction. This is real. A lot of you guys, you said you wanted immigrants out of your community. Now that Trump is doing what he said he's doing, now you complaining. Well, he can't be snatching people and all that. How you expect for ICE to get the people out of the community? You know, there's no nicer way of doing this. When you see the people, you have to get them, no matter if they're waiting for their children to get out of school, no matter if they're on the job or going to the grocery store, on the construction site. They have to get them. Remember, these undocumented immigrants, they're not going to self-deport themselves at all. So what does ICE have to do? They have to go after them without the help of the city of Chicago. Wouldn't it be easy if the police turned over all the criminals that are undocumented and ICE can go get them? Wouldn't that be an easy way to do it if they will cooperate? But since they don't have that list, since they don't want the ICE on the city property, certain places, it's people. Don't y'all see y'all been played? You're being played. But go ahead, 301. I'm gonna let you talk a little bit more. Then I got 2 more callers. Go ahead. 301. I'm sorry.
Yes, and this is our replacement. This is our replacement program.
Yes.
What are you talking about?
Yes. Yes.
Our youth are drinking lean, having sex, and but at least when it's Spanish people, they're having sex with the purpose. They're bringing babies in. They're bringing them anchor babies in. They're here to stay. I just had a young man talk to the girl, talking about what you going to do about it. Julio, when he gets his girl pregnant, they trying to have a shotgun wedding in the backyard. What's up? What are we doing?
Okay. All right, let me go to the next caller. Okay, 3268. Come on, caller.
What's going on, Martin?
Hey, Mr. Roosevelt, how are you?
I'm doing good. Hey, I've been listening to everybody. Everybody is good show and content as always. And I think everybody made some good points. But I think my whole problem is just like even what Marcus said earlier. Sometimes it's even what you've been saying and what everybody seems like has been saying. Not only the migrants and not only these problems, but how Black people have responded to them and how Black people. I just wish that I would have, or I'm not trying to tell nobody how to run their platform, but one Black person who's on the side of migrants or whatever to call in and explain why. Because Martin, you and I and Marcus, all 3 of us have been together on certain protests, whether it's the Laquan McDonald. Come on now, Martin, me and you, we've been to protest the 2 trying to close down 2 nail shops. That's where I first met you at one nail shop or something about, almost 12 years ago. And the biggest opposition is from Black women and some of the Black people who worked in the nail shop and everything. And then I remember something. It was like one other nail shop or something that we were protesting against, like around 83rd and stuff. And then I guess it's one of the other activists. I think that you know him and I know him. Don't want to call his name, I guess, but he got upset and everything about what was going on or what happened to a Black woman in there. He took a brick and busted their window, and it was more Black women or more Black people who were upset with him, even much more than the so-called Korean owners were. Why that is, I don't know. I wish I would have somebody explain it to me. And as far as like supporting Black businesses and everything go, I guess sometimes whenever we do have a problem, yes, sometimes we will get upset and go and support maybe other people and don't go back, because I guess whenever. I can't speak for anybody else. I can only speak for how I look at it. I'm looking at, these are my own kind. And I guess I expect a little bit better treatment from my own kind versus, someone out there. But anytime you go into a Black business and you feel like, sometimes you could be treated worse, maybe, than other people, then, that's when, sometimes, you just don't go back because some of us expect a little bit more. We expect better treatment because, these are people who's just like us and everything who look like us. But, sometimes we get pushback even from Black businesses or people who look like us.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, you find, people who have who are Mexican who might have a business, they don't ever push back against their people, or Arabs who don't never push back against their people.
They do. They do. You just don't see it.
Said.
They do, Roosevelt. You just don't see it. They do.
Mm-hmm.
They do. You just don't see it. These people ain't perfect.
Well, maybe it's kept quiet. I don't know. But but I guess it's maybe we should learn how to shop with each other. I mean, I'm a small business owner somewhat myself, and taking pictures and everything like for events and all of the other kind of stuff and everything. But I always try to perpetrate a spirit of excellence also. And no, it's just like anything else. Where sometimes in this country you have to be like 2 or 3 times, I guess, much more perfect than everybody else. I mean, even all these immigrants and everything who's just getting everything, according to what Claude Anderson has said 20 years ago before the problem even started, how they've received a free lunch, and that's exactly what's happening, that they have definitely received a free lunch. I'm a visually impaired person. I don't get as much as food stamps as some of these people coming over here. And the worst part about it is I have to apply every couple of years. They don't have to apply for nothing. They just gave it to them. But yet, whenever we say this stuff, you have certain Black people, because it was a Black person on here the other night, who, just because we were saying this stuff, called us racist and said that we were being hateful and divisive. And I just wish there's something that, some Black people call in who feel this way and actually explain why they would say this when they see this stuff going on with their own too, just like the rest of us see it, but they act like it's something, they can't say it.
And I want to say this too, Roosevelt. You have some Mexicans that's they don't even want the undocumented here because they're bringing too much heat on them. They don't even want them. They're just not going to come out publicly and say
they try to put them in a community,
right? Right.
But you see that they try to put them in a little village community, and Pilsen, so they ain't want them there. So in the end, what did they do? They put them in Black neighborhoods because they know that Black people are so quiet and so passive, they're so docile, they're not going to make any noise until it really, really affects them.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. That is so true. We got to come together, get this plan together, people. Like that brother said, especially these men. And we got to activate it. We have to activate it. Hey, Roosevelt, let me go to the next call. I'll come back to you. Then I'm going to go to 609 after that. Yeah. Come on, 206. I'm going to 206. Come on, my brother.
Hey 206.
Hey, people, what's happening? It's good to be with y'all. Real quick, a couple of things. First, Roosevelt, the hair salon where the brother threw the brick through the window. Where was that at? Was that New York or Chicago?
That was Chicago.
That's Chicago.
Now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the Koreans that owned it, what the Korean dude did to get the women back up in there was put 50% off on everything in the store. And they were lined up around the block to get up in there. But a lot of those women, not all of them, and there's no excuse at all, but a lot of those women were Black women, they were immigrants, and they didn't really, they're new to the country. But there's a lot of sisters, FBA women in there as well.
No, there were Black women who were more upset than anything. I saw it actually on video when it all went down. Black people actually argued with him and cursed at him for doing that. Even the Korean store owners who it happened to weren't doing that. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And they're not going to call in because I think I know who you were talking about, somebody calling us racist and everything, but after they laid that egg, I
just don't want to call her name. I didn't know whether I should or not. I know the name.
Yes, indeed. But let me say this, let me get out of here. One thing I've always seen as a problem in the Black community growing up in Hyde Park and North Kenwood was a lot of the properties, the so-called, the quote, Black community or the Black hood those properties ain't owned by us. Those buildings, those townhouses, apartment buildings. And when you're living in an area.
Okay, hold on. Hold on. Okay, hold on, brother. Hold on 1 second. Let me something happened here. Number 2 winner.
I was wondering if it would be possible for, and this takes some leadership. This gets to the brother a few callers back did about the men getting together and do what we need to do. I wonder if it'd be possible if we, as a community, say on the South Side, could form a group that solicits investors to purchase property, so that we as a collective own properties on the South Side in
Okay. I hope they can hear you because my Bluetooth went out. I'm trying to figure what's good. Hold on, my brother. Hold on real quick. I'm trying to figure out why my Bluetooth is not acting right. Great conversation. Great conversation. Hold on 1 second. Great conversation. All right. All right. I'm trying to see. This thing ain't working. Make sure the pro is turned on in range. It is turned on. All right. So give me 1 second. Y'all have a little technical difficulties real quick. 206, just hold on. I don't know if they can hear you. I'm trying to get this thing corrected real quick. That never happened before. This first time it happened. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, go ahead, talk, man. I'll be working on it while you're doing it. Let me just go ahead. Hopefully they can hear you. Go ahead, my brother. Mm-hmm.
But did you know that maybe today or yesterday? No, it could be Sunday. Maybe it was Friday. They decided to drop all charges against the people, and the prosecutor told the judge that would have oversaw their criminal trial that the grand jury decided not to prosecute either one of these people. And my question is, from what area of the city did the grand jury members come from, and what was the racial makeup of that grand jury? I'd like to know who that was and get some more details on that. Has anybody heard anything about that?
Wow, I haven't heard anything about that. Wow. I heard about the yeah, oh yeah, I remember it. Yeah, I remember it.
Yeah. Well, apparently they're walking free. It ain't nothing happened because the grand jury decided not to drop all charges and not charge them with them. Yeah, I know that part. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe anchor babies, or I hate even using that word, but I don't like the fact that people are abusing our 14th Amendment. But it may be in a Hispanic area. Who knows? Plus, I saw a Facebook video yesterday where they caught some ICE agents not too far away from me, around 67th and Pulaski, and these people in the neighborhood were in the cars actually following them.
I mean, what are they trying to accomplish by following them around? I don't get it. Ain't nothing decent. That's for sure. Yeah, that's for sure, man. I've never seen anything like this where they can call this to the police, stand there and do nothing. Chicago police stand there and do nothing. Because they recorded.
Okay, y'all, hold on. Hold on, they can't hear you guys. I figured it. Hold on, guys, they can't hear you. I figured that. Hold on. It's the Bluetooth acting up on the phone. I don't want to hang up on everybody, and I just want to, let me see if I can do something real quick and get us going. Just hold on, people, real quick. Let me just see if I can just connect it straight to the board. God, let's see. Hopefully it doesn't work. Get the phone straight to the board. Maybe that can help, because they can't hear. No, you didn't do it. Oh man, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I wouldn't call it no bad luck. I'm trying to get it. Mic check. Say something, bro. Okay, not yet. No, okay, they didn't do it. They didn't do it yet. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Hit this Bluetooth. Yeah. All right. Hit this Bluetooth. I got a couple more callers and everything. Might have to do the. You can hear me? I can hear you guys. Yeah, but go ahead.
I hear you.
Go ahead, y'all. Go ahead, go ahead. I just put it on the microphone. They can hear. Go ahead, talk. 206. Go ahead, 206.
Well, the Claude Anderson DVD, I have that here at the house, and the woman said, the sister said that there was warnings, and Lord knows we are people that love to ignore warnings. And then when the bricks fall, we want to sit around and I've done this in my own life, so I ain't really pointing the finger at anybody else really but me, but I see us as a collective doing the same thing. We have to have a willingness to pay attention and the will and courage to prepare ourselves for the negativity that for us in this country is almost always coming our way. And it takes leadership, and we just don't have, we have a leadership problem in the Black community nationwide. It's a shame. But Claude Anderson told us about it.
Mm-hmm.
And he wasn't the only one. Neely Fuller talked about it as well.
Yeah, he did.
He said that in the future, and anybody else has something to say, you don't have to let me just rattle on. You just jump in here and say something. But Neely Fuller said in the future, racism is going to become more refined, and he predicted that we're going to see it manifest itself in 4 new ways. He said one way was, and this is cold. He said this back when, in 20 years ago. He said you're going to see 2 things. He said you're going to see racial dislocation. You're going to see racial population tailoring. You're going to see racial showcasing and white sacrifice. The racial dislocation and racial population tailoring, that's exactly what we're talking about now. He said this like in 2003, 2004. Unbelievable. It's almost like he was a prophet. The racial showcasing, what they're going to do is they're going to take Black folks and they're going to have basketball wives and rap artists in their fat cribs and all this stuff on social media and these TV shows to show the world how good Black folks is doing, and that they're living in fat cars and fat houses, where the reality is the vast majority of us are doing worse and worse and worse and worse, and it's not by accident.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't, the 4th part was the white sacrifice. This is something white people, you need to understand. White people in power don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about you. They don't care about your job. They don't care about your children. They don't care about your future. They don't care nothing about you. Most of them, if you look at American history, you look at historians, they said they felt so low about whites that came here after the Civil War. The one way that they expressed white immigration to the United States was that Europe flushed its demographic toilet on North America. That's what they think about other white people. White people, the majority of white people, 90% of them got here after almost 100% of us were already here. Most of them are post-Civil War, especially in Chicago. Back in the Civil War, you didn't have no Polish and Latvians and Lithuanians, Estonians, Croatians, Ukrainians. You didn't have none of these Eastern European people. So these people are going to be sacrificed. So if they treat their own people like that, then we definitely need to get in the huddle and protect ourselves and create some leadership, because we need probably as much protection as we ever had in this country before. Go ahead. I think somebody just called in.
Okay, we did. We got Buck. Come on, Buck. Buck, I'll go. Old time. I think it's old time. Wait, let me go to 609 because she been waiting. Come on, 609, Eric. Go 609. Yeah. Come on, 609. Come on. 609. You there? You still there? Eric code 609. Okay. If not, go ahead, old timer. 224. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just trying to catch up. You said you was talking about the immigration.
Yeah.
And well, man, I just like this here. But from what I see, I think somebody seemed like they told us this is not our fight. They said back when this stuff started, they said we need to back off from this. And this is not what you call our fight. So therefore, we haven't been like bombarding them streets out there like we did. Well, it's been some years ago. Because I know I had some of my friends in there with the red, black, and green flags coming around Michigan Avenue. It was flying tough, brother. It was flying real tough. Because I saw them.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you got to hold on, ma'am. I got somebody before you. I can hear you. You got to hold on. You got to turn. You got to mute your phone. Mute your Facebook. Go ahead, old timer. Then I'll come to you next.
And I had some of the people that I know that was out there. But from what we have been seem like disconnecting ourselves from this battle. And I don't know if we land back to see what Trump is going to do. But at the same time, I'm seeing reports that Trump is cutting programs out for black people on the down low. When I say on the down low, I mean he got it where we ain't paying that much attention to it. It's coming out, but it's not gathering a lot of news. So he getting at us. He getting at us in another way, and it could be that the other shoe gonna drop, and he may try to throw a crime bill in to ship us out the country if we got so much trouble. If we get in so much trouble, you see, look, ship that person out the country. Ship them over here and over there, and he doing this. So he's got the immigration people going, but the man is showing you that he's trying not only to make America great again, he's trying to make it white again.
Okay, well, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Do you agree that the immigrants should be here?
Well, it's a melting pot. I'm gonna say they should be here. Yeah, I'm gonna say they should be here.
And tell us why.
And
tell us why.
Well, because the country has been built. The country is built on having people of all races to come here. I mean, it's a different country. It's a different country from Japan and North Korea and South Korea. Those are just homegrown people that are made up of their people. This country here has always been made up of all types of people. Martin, it's been made. Can I reply? Yeah, I got this one too when it's done. Martin, can I reply?
Go ahead.
So this is what Dr. Claude Anderson speaks of. We always put somebody above ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Why in the world would we want illegal immigrants to take our resources?
Mm-hmm.
This makes no sense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you ain't making too much sense, bro.
So, let me see. Okay, go ahead. So what happens when the powers to be see this? This is why they take advantage of us, because they know we don't even care amongst ourselves.
So why should they care?
So why should they care?
Hey, old timer, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
Martin, you gonna say something?
No, go ahead. 206,
okay,
go ahead.
Okay. Brother, old timer. So some people tell me 2 questions. Tell me what you think of this. First question. Some people say that this country was not built by immigrants or all these people from around the world. Some people say, not just black folks, but some white folks too. They say this country was primarily built by slaves, by slave labor. That slave labor is the political, economic, and social basis of this country. Once it was built,
tell the truth.
Then these other people came to a country that was built already that they were allowed to take over. Is that a true statement in your opinion, or is that not a true statement?
I would say that that's a true statement to a certain degree. Yes, a strong degree.
To what degree? Tell me where it wouldn't be a true statement. To what degree wouldn't it be?
Well, okay, the slavery. Well, first of all, slavery didn't start with blacks. That's number one. You got to go back and search the history of a lot of projects. Slavery didn't start with blacks, and Claude Anderson would tell you that. Now, I've heard Claude, and I'm going to answer your question. But Claude does a lot of talking, and I'm going to get back on him later. But the country, we're not the first ones, but we were the first ones that worked out for what they was calling for. What they was calling for, we seen our bodies and stuff. Now, this is just not going by the record now. Seem to be able to fit that without wilting under the pressure. So therefore, they was able to get more out of us. But brother, it wasn't long after they had us here. They was trying to get rid of us too now. We chose to stay here. Okay, we chose to stay here, and so we still here now. And we having all kinds of problems, but we're not having problems in Africa. But we chose to stay here on our own volition.
Let me ask you the second question, because I'm sure other people want to engage. So you're objecting to the fact that the people are saying or giving this advice, and a lot of us are taking this advice that this isn't our fight, and we should go ahead and sit it out and not do all this type of stuff. That's what you're hearing, right? And you disagree with that?
Oh, I disagree with it.
Okay. Yeah, so my question is this: what should we be doing right now?
Well, we have to be out there with them. We have to be out there with them because we ain't got no other choice. We ain't got no other choice because when they come back around and it be shown that they're not gonna help us, then we don't seem to have the firepower that they have and to stick to this. And look how long this has been going on. And those people,
who are you talking about when you say they're not helping us?
Well,
so
saying we should be out protesting with the immigrants? That's correct, yes. So
that will never happen.
When have they ever came to support us? They're not going to support us. Because why in the Creator's name will we go out to support them? Amen. This makes no common economic, no sense whatsoever.
Let him answer. Let's hear his answer. Go ahead, old man.
Okay. The answer to the question is that we know what we are. See, we know what we are. We know that they're only running for the food and the clothes and just to be here. They're not taking our place in the actual strong structure of the United States. Just few of them is in politics compared to us. Few of them. Now they're coming on because they're starting to put more people there because it's starting to equal out. Now, but when it comes down to the highest structure, you still have the black and white struggle here in the United States. Those are the main power players that's running this country. The Spanish is not running the country. They're living here off resources, and they're flexing their muscles. They're getting in there, but they're not really looking to be governors, mayors.
Brother, do you think we'll be better off under the Spanish when they take over? Do you think we'll be better off?
Well, brother, we can't let them take over. We can't let them take over.
If we can't let them take over, then how come? Why would we go out in the street protest them being removed from the country? Then?
See, Martin, this is exactly the stuff I be talking about. See?
Mm-hmm. I'm not getting an answer, old timer. Come on, answer.
Okay, it's a game that's got to be played. And it's a game, and the game that's got to be played is we have to fool them into thinking that we with them, but at the same time, we have to build our own structure.
Old timer, come on. Old timer.
You're asking us to help somebody that our black mayor gave $700 million to, gave $10,000 food stamps, let these people drive Uber, Lyft without background checks, gave them all type of bank loans, car loans, and our people have not gotten anything from. Now this happened through our black politicians and our black mayor. And you're asking the people of Chicago to go help these people, when if it was the reverse situation, they wouldn't come help us do anything.
Well, okay.
And you're supposed to be one of the elders this is what I'm talking about, Marshall. So when we talk about why the young people don't listen to adults and elders, this is the reason. Because why would a young person listen to somebody that thinks they are selling them out or they can't respect?
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't go out there and hold up a banner trying to support them, brother, just to get something started. But this is something that has gotten started, and it's strange, but it's strange. I would have to join the protest. Because the protest,
really do. But why join the protest for what? Why we're not getting anything. So why would you want to be out there with them?
Because you'd be selling us out if you did.
That's the worst thing. You'd be worse than they are.
You have a Mexican flag and a sombrero and a senorita under your arm.
Brother, okay, brother. No, that's not that. That's not nowhere near that. Yeah, it is. That's not nowhere. No, that's not nowhere near that.
You be out to sing.
No. See, you saying those things, but the man, you say not. Why would I be out there helping them? Now, okay, at the same time, the words is saying that Trump don't have no respect for us because he's saying that the people are taking our job. And then
Trump has nothing to do with people in the city.
It has a lot to do with it. Because he's telling you,
did Trump give $700 million to immigrants? Yes or no? Did Trump close 50 black schools? Did Trump tell the Chicago police to stand down? So we can answer any question. No,
when you make those statements. No, right. So I'm saying when you make those statements, that shows you that they're not thinking about us. Closing schools,
but that does not have anything to do. This is your own people and your local politicians that have done this.
Hey, y'all, check it out. I think there was a sister that was...
Hello.
You gotta wait, ma'am. Okay. We're talking. I'll come to you. Okay. Go ahead, 206. Go ahead, 206.
Brother, old timer, let me just ask you this. It sounds to me that you're concerned that what's being done to the immigrants today, that the Trump and his people are going to, when they're done with these immigrants, they're going to turn around and use these dirty tactics against us. Is that what I hear you saying?
They're doing it. Exactly. He's doing it.
So I agree with you. I agree that that's a possibility. But what I think we should do is exactly what we're doing. What we should do, when two armies are at battle in the battlefield, and then there's a third army that would have to fight the victor. what that third army is going to do, it's not going to jump in there and make it a three-way battle. That third army is going to sit down, pull out the notebook, pull out the videotape, and carefully observes the strengths and the weaknesses and the combat methodologies of the two armies at war. So the army that wins, okay, is the one that the army that's been taking these notes and doing its intelligence. That's the army that the army that's sitting down and watching. That's the one they're going to have to fight. And guess who's going to win? The one that's going to win is the one that's peaked the enemy's playbook. And right now, the playbook of deportations, rounding up people, concentration camps, that playbook is wide open. We're looking at the table of contents, the introduction, the chapters. We're looking at the index. We should be sitting down and not doing nothing and ignoring it. But we should be looking very carefully at what's going on, because those same methodologies in the relatively near future may be used against us. If we get up and jump in somebody else's fight who doesn't deserve 2 ounces of our effort or care, in my opinion, then we automatically are making ourselves part of a battle or part of a war when we're not fully prepared. Does that make sense to you, old-timer?
Perhaps it can, yeah. I mean, but we're not that type of people. We're not that type of people. We're not that type of people to go and fight, fight fire with fire. I mean, we're more of people that's always have helped other people.
Who said anything about fighting fire with fire?
Well, I mean, if you see, okay, you see the same struggle that these other people are going through, and the only people you got left to look at is what we have gone through. Now, in all our times of living, there's no way that we would have thought that we would be seeing this today. In 2025, we would think they're talking about having flying cars and automation, and now we still back here struggling with black stuff. We never would have thought that we would be messing with this today, but we still are. It's still right at our front door.
Brother, old timer. When the Japanese were interned during Second World War, we were right here. When Operation Wetback was put into place under Eisenhower, President Eisenhower, who was an undercover black man, but that's a different discussion. When that was going on and they were getting rid of Mexicans then, we were there looking at the whole thing. When the U.S.-Mexican War happened in the Southwest, there was black folks there. There was black cities and black towns all the way up here in Oregon and Washington State when they would get rid of Mexicans and send them back down to Mexico. We done seen this numerous time and time again. This is nothing new.
Okay, but brother, but look at what you're saying. And they have not yet made a push all at that time to weed out anything. And now you've gotten millions and millions of more people from the time that you're talking about that have freely come into the country hired by white people. White people, they hire from in every part of the labor force. These white people have turned around and hired the Spanish over us. What are you doing?
Okay, stop it right there. Stop it right there. Hold it. Stop it right there. You should be more, by you making that statement right there, you should be standing down. Why are the white man putting Spanish people over my people that look like me? Why would I support them when I know that the white man is putting them over my people? Why would I do that? That don't make no sense.
That's because you can't go out there and do what they're doing, bro.
Hold it. Listen, preacher. Listen what I just said. Old timer, you just said that the white man is hiring them over us, and now you want to help the white man push us off the cliff. Is that what you were telling me? Am I understanding what you're saying? Since the white man choose to hire them over us, you want to support and back the Hispanics and Mexicans or the foreigners or undocumented, whatever you call them. You want to support them because the white man choosing them over us. So you want to just bury black. You want to get rid of black people, huh? You just want us to be out here robbing, stealing, and killing. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me?
No, sir. No.
So why would you support them and you know the white man is putting them over us? Why would you do that?
Why would she even think about going to a protest?
Hold on, Roosevelt. Hold on. Now, first of all, let's give a blueprint of what they're trying to do. Compton, California is a blueprint what they're trying to do. When the Hispanics come in, they take over. They ran all the black people out, not the white folks. The white folks helped them, ran them out of Compton. You know about that, old timer? Can you Google that?
I know.
I
know people that live in Compton, but they don't seem to say anything about it. But
ask them. Okay. Well, do me a favor. Tomorrow, when it's appropriate time, call them and ask them. What? Call and ask them. What happened to all the black people in Compton? And they're going to tell you the Hispanics and ran them out, bombing their house, shooting and killing them all that. You haven't heard about none of that? Hold it, brother. Have you heard something about that? Yes or no?
Well, I haven't heard it directly. I haven't heard it directly. But I do know that the Spanish, just like I saw down there on 74th, and all from the Grand Line, all the way up to Ashland Avenue. All the way up. I come through there, I see nothing but Hispanics. Now, since they done jumped off a little bit, they done slowed down.
Okay, let me ask you something. Ask yourself. Hold on. No, we're going to say, no. We're going to stay on this subject, brother. I ain't going to let you weave out of this one now. I got you on this one. I got your moment. Now, so you telling me with your black self, and I know you got black parents, a black wife, and black children, you're going to put another race of people in front of your people that look like you because you're so disappointed and hate yourself. That's what you're saying tonight. That's what you're saying. You go to a black church. No, you can't be black. Now, I got to question your black card now. You got to be mixing something because the way you talking, brother, how could a black person, old as you, say something like that when you see what's going on towards your people?
I've seen the situation.
Okay, but what are you doing? Okay, what are you doing to help the situation, to help your black people out? What are you doing?
By keeping black people in office. Showing us.
So you telling me, well, what about black people getting these construction jobs? You don't want to see them with no jobs either?
Well, you asked Martin. Now you asked Martin how many times I done brought it up. I done brought it up
No, I'm asking you. So you telling me if the Hispanics,
I know right there on 45th and Wabash, he got a program that's designed to help people. Right now, you go down there tomorrow morning and they got it open. Down there it's on 45th and Wabash, and it's been going for a while. You can be a plumber, you can be an electrician. He's got all of those things running right now, and he told me that he's helping people. Now my son is a plumber.
Since you said your son a plumber, now what if your son can't find no job and all the Hispanics got it? Then what?
He got to fight and keep on fighting until he find one.
He got to fight. How?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, I got 4 daughters and 1 son, and I told my son straight to his face. I said, "Listen, boy. I said, don't you let these girls outdo you when they come to work. I said, now you're a man. I said, now I ain't taking no excuses from you. Now you get out there and you find my son, man, that worked for Dish Network. He done worked for DirecTV. He done worked for CDW. He done had the best job. Now, I'm telling you, it's up to him to keep. I worked on one job for 47 years. Didn't get fired. He never got laid off. I'm just trying to tell you.
Okay.
He
hold it.
Put his nose to the grind.
Yeah, hold it right there, brother. Hold it right. Let's go to the next caller, y'all. 5011. I think that's Trina. Come on, Trina. I ain't had enough of this. Come on, Trina. I think that's her. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Check this out. Who is that talking when I'm talking?
Come on, Trina. Just go to.
I'm going to cut it off, but I was just saying that the 609 is
almost 2 hours. Trina, I need you to hold on for a second. I did say 609. I'm sorry. Just hold on. I promise you. Because she's the first one to call in, and she really, Let 609 say something, Trina.
Okay.
Go ahead, 609. I'm sorry. Go ahead, 609.
All right, because I wait for a patient in time, whatever. Okay, let me really get deep to what all everybody is missing here. At the first, let's go for the president, and then I'm going to go into other things. Let's go for the president.
Okay, hold it, sister. Hold it. We talking about Chicago right now, okay? What's going on in Chicago? Trump, okay, Donald Trump, hold on. Let me educate you a little bit. 609, hold on. Donald Trump and the racist Republicans is not running the city of Chicago. I want to let's put that out there. Donald Trump is not running the city of Chicago. Let's put that out there. Again, Donald Trump is not running the city of Chicago, nor are the Republicans. The Democrats are running Chicago. Okay? Now, go ahead, 609. I just want to let you know.
I'm just going to take a few minutes. I got to do a little introduction.
Okay, go ahead.
What I'm going to say to you at the end of the day, and I'm not going to spend much time on him, but just a little introduction that people don't read. Okay. Donald Trump, at the end of the day, he had dated 3 black women. He had been engaged with a black woman that he was truly in love with. And the only reason why that she broke it off because she didn't want to live a high, powerful life. Okay? So which means that he can't be that racist because he proposed to 3 black women.
Sister, come on with it. Come on now. Come on, you're going to wait. We don't want to hear about it.
He only proposed to 1, and they dated. And basically,
sister,
other 2 women,
609, hold it. No, 609. You got to hold it now. I'm the host. I don't care what he dated, who like him. I don't care if he racist or he's not. Hold it, sister. I don't care if he racist or not, whatever you say. Let's talk about this issue going on in Chicago. Come on, Donald Trump has nothing to do.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. I'm going to go to Chicago, all over the world. I'm going to bring this to you. At the end of the day, way back in the days and stuff like in the 70s, when basically it was marijuana, okay? The drugs that was in the neighborhood. I'm going to bring this to you. It was opium or basically like Acapulco Gold. That meant that back then, at that time, Acapulco Gold, it came from Jamaican. They let you know. Okay, now what's going on in Chicago and all hoods? I want y'all to know one thing for sure. There's distributors. There's new drug dealers that's going on in organization, okay? If you look at everything that the younger people, the drugs that they're on fentanyl and the Colombia's South American drugs, China, and that. Everything that you see in the hood, all these people having business stores and stuff like that, they are not owners. They're leasing and they're renting. Basically, at the end of the day, what they are really doing is basically they are the new drug dealers. You get the young black men, they don't make no money. If you look at the store, these corner stores, and look at it, it's only 2. That's China and that's South America. These are the ones who own the stores, small business owners, and the organization. That's why it's called undocumented. You cannot trace them. They only lease it and rent the stores. They're not owning property. And it becomes to a bust, all of a sudden, they disappear. So what our people has to really know that basically at the end of the day, all these corner drugstores, what are they really bringing out? You see everything. There was an old movie back in the day where a black man
sister. You got more. Listen, you got all type of undocumented people that own business. It ain't just the Chinese, the Asians. Come on.
I'm saying, but they're undocumented and they're not owning. They don't own. That's why the outbursts. They don't own.
Okay, what are they doing then? If they don't own, they don't own the store. Okay. What are they doing? Tell me.
What are they doing with these organizations? These organizations is leasing these business in the hood. They're leasing. They don't own none of these. And this is what our people don't know.
Okay, okay. Let me ask you a question. What organizations are you talking about that leasing? Give me some names. Give me some names. Give me some names.
Okay, I'm trying to tell you. The organization is doing it, just approving these loans and approving these business, whatever. It's the same name, undocumented.
Oh, come on now, sister. Come on now. Are you just telling me some more? What is the name of the organization that's funding these people that's leasing these stores, you say?
What I'm trying to say to you,
I'm listening.
Is that when what I'm saying to you, they're not giving names of who these organizations. What they're saying is it's undocumented. It goes under that. They got places where it's undocumented organization. I'm being honest with you.
Okay. Well, where you hear this information from?
Everything is anonymous.
What did you? So you telling me?
I can't tell you that.
You can't. Well, why are you on here telling the story that you don't have no? You can't back it up with. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why are you saying this over the airways and you can't back it up? You just told me.
None of us is going to, we see and we sense what's going on, but we don't know where it's coming. All we see is a higher power, but you don't know which politician, which organization, different Catherine churches, different things that's organized.
You all over again tonight, sister. You doing it again. You did it to us last time.
Well, baby, you know what, baby? Let me say that. I'm going to get ready to get off because I've been on here for 2 hours, almost 2 hours waiting.
You have.
I'm going to say this part here.
Go ahead.
Like, because of my spirit and my discernment, which my observation, whatever the case may be, and I'm going to be honest with you, at the end of the day, just like when everything was open to that border, you can't tell which politicians that participated in that, but we do know that they had that kind of control. So we can't give a name, but we got the discernment spirit to know that basically all of them that allowed this, it had to been approved. So, in other words, I can't sit here and give you that with my experience, the way it's organized, okay? And I'm telling you, I only come on here for love, and all I'm saying is that we know it is a high, just like the 2%. We don't know all their names, whatever, but we know they're controlling America and all over the world. We don't know all their names. You know what I'm saying? Rockefeller, we just got a couple of names, but who are the real ones? We don't know. So I'm not trying to come on here and put things down that basically like saying I have all the facts. No, I don't. But we got common sense that we all say the white man is ahead. And that's all I'm going by. I don't know these organizations, but I know these people is not coming here, don't speak the language, getting approved and benefit. And one thing else I want to keep in common. It's just like a nail shop. I go to a nail shop, I get my eyelashes or whatever. I don't do it where I used to. But if you notice, I notice every nail shop, I don't care where I go, it's not one Chinese, one Vietnamese that wear those eyelashes. So they know something was in there. None of them, only black women and white women, excuse me, but they're the only two that put those false lashes on. You won't see one Vietnamese that do all the lashes, they will not put it on. And a lot of women will vouch and support me with that. I never seen
Okay. All right. Come on, Trina. Let's hold on. All right. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for the comment.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
I'm going to
I'll call the bill. Okay. Go put a bill. Go ahead. 5011. Come on, Trina. Okay.
Almost 2 hours.
Come on, Trina. Come on, Trina. 5011. Come on. Trina, come on. Latrina.
Yeah, I'm here. Man.
Do me a favor, Trina. But listen, let me just tell you something. Do me a favor, please don't outburst it, because I don't want nobody to cut you off, and I don't want you to cut nobody off. Okay, we got to respect all the people, whether we like what they're saying or not. Okay, just out of respect. That's
people
what we do.
Stay on topic.
I know,
they be
but
going down the road of what they do. I understand.
Okay.
But I'm about to do the Claude Anderson.
Oh, come on.
And I'm going to just watch these ninjas. Okay?
Okay.
Because it's getting stupid. First of all, Everybody, y'all still out here talking about we next. We are not the same. They are not like us. Hold on to the Kendrick Lamar song. They ain't like us. Black or brown. We are Americans. They not Americans. They're illegal. Quit saying we next. Who is we? Are you French? Because it ain't no we. We next. You next? Because we not next. An old timer, if he ain't been to a protest, don't sit up here and tell nobody else to go. First, you go. You go first. And then come back. You got the right to protest wherever you want to. But you go. I'm not going. God said that he helped those who help themselves. Have you seen any American Hispanics out there in number outside of Chewy Garcia? No, you have not. You absolutely have not. Black people have come. I mean, what are you doing? We at the point where Jesse Jackson Jr. finna run for re-election after he claimed he was bipolar, buying that white girl that Rolex? Is y'all for real? After his father got bust out. Okay? I'm not playing with these people. I don't care if they black or not. You get your black bum ass on. They oligarchs. Y'all running the same black politricans over and over. This oligarchy of people who don't do nothing. And you got people out here, I can't wait for Jesse Jackson Jr. to run again because you a damn dummy. And that's on you. I want to know where your mind and your logic coming from. Everybody regurgitating information that resonate with them. They don't even have their own idea what's going on. Half of these people ain't passed the Constitution, geography. They don't even know what the 3 branches of government are. But they sitting out here with this false narrative and they just running it over and running it over and running it over. They not coming for me. And nobody in my house and nobody black that's American except the gangbangers and thugs. Understand that. And if you got a warrant of any kind, when they check you, they gonna keep you. Just like they should be doing, and they do for us, but they gonna let people who illegals out the back door. If you can't illegally go in the concert and sit down, try. They putting you out. And ain't nobody coming to protest to keep you in because you illegally entered. What makes a country is its borders. And if the borders aren't protected, you got hell. Everybody went off about the wall Trump wanted to build, but it would have been way cheaper than what we spent on the migrants here that came across the damn border. This is crazy. And whoever M2 Moses or whatever, your mammy stupid, okay? Because now you backtracking talking about I got a little sense because I'm saying what you feel you want me to say. Sit down with that. You understand? I don't work for you. People need to pay attention to what's going on. Brandon Johnson calling for civil war, okay? Prince Scott sitting up there telling y'all to go at these agents and everything else. They sending you off. But go ahead. Go off. Go off and see what they got. You going to outgun and outrun the feds? Go ahead. They ramming Fed cars. They need to be arrested for direct incitement. Now Google what direct incitement is so I can start hearing y'all say it on the radio. Okay? Know what you talking about and know what's going on in this world. Now you run out there on the send-off pit. You can protest. The crazy part is Brandon Johnson signing executive orders like that give you the right to protest. They the ones keeping you a slave. Do you know the Democratic history? Do you know what a Dixiecrat is? People need to know their history. Oh, I guess Frederick Douglass was a Democrat. Y'all need to know y'all history and quit letting these same oligarchs run this city and country. Y'all still talking about the Jacksons in real life? In real life? what he claimed when he messed that money up. Right? So I don't have time for this. You do what you want to do. Y'all stay in that crab in the barrel of blackness, that trauma bond of blackness. If you're an American citizen, you're an American citizen. Stop giving your rights away. Okay? Y'all ain't seen none of this discrimination. They made y'all get a COVID shot to work, to eat in restaurants, to take a flight, and everything else. And they let these illegals come across here with measles, killing you, tuberculosis, killing you. And what's the first place they put them? In the police stations. Did y'all hear 9/11? Y'all remember 9/11, right? I know it's 24 years ago, but y'all remember when them Twin Towers came down, right? From people who were funded by this country to go to school and get their pilot license, but they were not American citizens. Okay? And then you let, the answer to that, you let all the illegals come sit in our police station. Say it was a terrorist attack, right? How the police going to respond? You got all the illegals sitting in there. They don't know who, and what is what. And they don't give a damn. Now keep playing around talking about what you want. What you want, what you want. You better be trying to get something for yourself. The same schools they closed in your black community, they opened it up for shelters for them, right? But they couldn't open it up for your kids to get educated. Your kids getting gunned down and killed every day. Every day, these black kids getting gunned down and killed. And yeah, the homicides is down because everybody the hell is dead. Okay? What you mean? Yeah, of course the homicide is going to be down. Because everybody been getting killed in rapid numbers. They used to have a red eye homicide study. Now they don't give a damn. Y'all really need to stop being stupid. All you do is shoot up the community. You come out New Year's Eve and sound like Beirut. All these communities, Beirut. I moved to Naperville and came back for what? I'm going to get right the hell away from y'all biggers because you're crazy. I ain't held not one gunshot in Naperville on New Year's Eve. I ain't know where I was. Not one damn gunshot. Black people live like savages. Shooting up, killing up. Don't nobody want to say, there go the shooter right there, but Black Lives Matter. You a damn lie. Black Lives Matter when it's a lawsuit involved and somebody finna get some money because the police killed them. But on the regular, when blacks killing blacks, ain't nobody marching to them shooters' houses, talking about this, that, and the third, and get out the community. When I was coming up, it was rare that blacks was getting killed in the community, especially the youth. If you killed somebody, you had to move, G. You couldn't just stay in the community like it was cool. Now you shoot up the block every damn day. Ain't nobody gonna say shit. But everybody want to tell you what to do with a whole nother race of people. You better correct your own race. Out here with the unmitigated gall talking about go out there and march with somebody. It's illegal. Ain't nobody marched with your ass to get you out of jail when y'all got locked up in record numbers when they changed the ratio of how you go to jail with crack compared to coke. You sound stupid. Illegal is illegal. Ain't nobody busting you out for no illegal shit you done did. You crazy as hell. Now go out there and fight them feds. Keep running up on them people. And they gonna keep pulling out guns and laying y'all ass down. You think it means something because the National Guard ain't coming? They just gonna protect themselves even harder. They was laying people down before they came because they had to. Who runs into a federal agent vehicle? Who go harassing federal agents? Who do that crazy shit? They send y'all home.
Trina, trying to cut out on that cussing, please, baby. You know, please, Trina. I know you're emotional.
I'm done with the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna watch the slaughter. Go ahead and be sent off.
Well, sister, you saying a lot of this, but we have to live from day to day, and we have to live. We can't just wake up.
Talking about living day to day. Shit, identify yourself. Who say they gotta live day to day?
That's old time. That's old time. Old time.
Have you been to any protest?
Oh yeah, I've been to protest. I'm an activist.
I'm talking about. Have you been to this particular protest? Have you
I ain't been to that. Well, you asked me about the
all over there. And quit trying to tell other people to go. First go over where you trying to send other people to go. Why would you try to send somewhere? Why would you send somebody somewhere you ain't been yourself, man?
Okay, well, first of all, I didn't say that people should go out there. The question was, should we join and win the protest? And I said yes, for the purpose of fighting the understanding that this is a racism type issue. Now, you can't. You doing all this talking.
This is an immigration issue.
Okay, so
this is an immigration issue, and they got you emotional because you don't like Trump, and that's okay for you not to like Trump. Okay, but don't let them send you on an emotional decision.
I know emotional. I've been in politics for a long time. Now you doing all this talking. You was out there in the field. You was out there in the field. Now while you was out there in the field out there, you didn't see that many blacks working out there.
Hell no. We haven't seen that many blacks, period.
Okay,
and when we seen each other, we were happy to see each other.
Okay, but you seen a lot of Hispanics gathering up.
I ain't seen no Hispanics.
Well, I mean,
I've seen a lot of Indians and Hispanics live in Aurora. Know the area. They ain't in Naperville. They in Aurora. Okay.
Well, they not. Well, that's true. That's true. But they're gathering. They're gathering up, and they're making their women known that they're coming. So, but what I'm saying to you, every time we go somewhere.
So you saying the strongest survive? They let you know where? Okay, if they so strong, where the American Hispanics at in this? Why ain't they out there supporting them?
Good question. But because they got to try to hide to protect their own interests.
They are Americans. Why do they gotta hide? They Americans.
Okay, so you got to look at it. Okay, you got people from.
I'm looking at it.
I'm gonna say it like it is. You got people from Poland. You got white people that is hypocrites do this thing all the time. And what they gonna tell you is, well, why don't you do like my people did? They came here from Germany. You see, white people want to have some type of credit.
What do this got to do with us? You talking about white people? You talking about Trump? What they got to do with us, man?
Well, I'm trying to tell you. Okay, the white people want some type of pedigree in their race. So they'll claim that shit.
I ain't running out there fighting nobody because the white people, if a white people jump off the bridge, I ain't jumping off too.
Well, I ain't talking about that. I'm just trying to tell you.
Do you live, let me ask you this, sir. Do you live your life according to what white people do? Do every day you wake up and you do this and that according to what I live my life? I don't give a damn what nobody white do. I know when I go on a job, it's 10 white girls that want the job. I'm going in there and I'm finna take it. I'm finna snatch it. Becky finna be hurt. You see what I'm saying? I'm telling you how I'm going in. I work for one of the largest manufacturing companies in the country. You're a laborer.
I work for AbbVie.
I'm talking about thinking positions, sir. I ain't talking about no factory line.
Well, it's factory plus it's all medicine. But when you give the lineup, when you go and meet with the powers that be, when you go meet with the stockholders, when you go meet with the inventory people, when you go meet with the people that's up there, all you see is white. You might see one black.
I took my theory. I know all about stocks, sir.
I ain't talking about no stocks. I'm just talking about a stockholder. I'm talking about the person that's a stockholder in the company. When they have a proxy statement,
most black people on these factory jobs don't even realize they got stock options. How many stocks?
I'm just trying to tell you. I'm just telling you where the power lies. I'm telling you where the power lies.
I know where the power lies. And the power don't lie in giving your power away or your citizenship away and going down talking about, oh, we next and we whole American citizens. We are not the same, sir. We are not the same. They are not coming after us.
you already hear. But you already hear what the man. Okay, you already see what.
We had our time. Civil rights movement.
Yeah.
Jim Crow. They already came after us. We had our time.
Okay. Okay, guys. We got. Okay, old time. Okay, we come on, Carlos. Then I got to go to 281. Come on, Carlos. Come on, Carlos.
So all the time of what the sister's trying to tell you, you're acting like we have no power. So that goes to how do we not have power in our own community that we live in that are ran by our own black politicians, our own mayor that has given us our money and
Democrats. But she's studying that Democrats. Those people you talk about of the Democratic Party. And you talking about getting rid of them.
Oh, was Frederick Douglass a Democrat?
There you go. Okay, so what point you trying to make? What point you trying to make?
The point I'm making is we are the only race that would allow other people to run stuff that we are the majority in. So every major, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, Oakland, these are, you cannot blame this, it has nothing to do with Donald Trump. These are Democratic, black-ran cities. And I say,
what are you saying about it?
So what I'm saying is, like the sisters saying, we don't think we have the people are the power. If the people if they get their lazy ass up, the problem is they don't want to challenge the power.
Hey, old timer, brother, old timer.
Yes, sir.
This last mayoral election, you may or may not know this. To the brother that was speaking and the sister, I don't mean to interrupt y'all's lively conversation. Let me just ask the old timer this one question. And this gets to what the brother just said. The brother is just talking. This gets to what he just said. Old timer, let me ask you this. The election that brought Brandon Power to the mayoral office, do you know, I don't, you might, since you're an activist, do you know what the voter turnout was among the black community in Chicago for that most recent mayoral election that put Brandon Johnson in office?
I don't remember, but I know it was supposed to be, quite sizable, for the health. I don't remember, but Martin knows that I was down there. I was down there when Brandon gave his speech down there in St. Paul, down there on 45th and Walnut, and I saw Martin down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm telling you, he had a lot of black support down there at the time, and he had top support. There's people coming from around the country to try to help Brandon win this thing. So at the time, now Brandon just got to stand. First of all, I know Brandon. And secondly, Brandon, when you get this high in government and you come up running the city of Chicago, man, I mean, you think about the city just of itself. You got to pull up your own stuff by your bootstrap. Once you get in there, that job is on you then. That's on you. And you got a lot of, look what happened to the mayor of New York. They put pressure on him. Now he's not running. That came from white outside pressure. The largest city in the United States, they told him, you need to step down, and he stepped down. Now, you know that man didn't want to step down. But the white people got on him, and they got him out of there. They wasn't going to fund it. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, wait, hold on for a second. Hold on, sister. They did the same thing to Darcy Brown down in Chicago. I know Darcy. I know quite a few of them. They did the same thing to Darcy. But Darcy had a grassroots support, and even when she ran as the independent and still beat him. They did the same thing to John Scoggin. They tried to do the same thing to him, but they got his son instead of him. But he beat him every time. And here you speaking against the Democratic Party, trying to weaken the Democratic Party. And when you weaken it,
why can't we be independent? Why are we loyal to a that does nothing for you?
Okay, for all the reasons I just gave you.
That's why the community look the way it do, because you're loyal to a black face. That ain't just
Okay.
I'm looking I'm looking at Block Club Chicago, which is a part of, I don't know, Tribune or Sun-Times or one of them. The headline for September 7th, 2023 is Black and Latino voters had shockingly low turnout in elections that made Brandon Johnson mayor
and shame the devil.
So I'll put that in the chat so y'all can read it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's go.
We're not getting, just like the brother said, we ain't getting up and doing it. We're just letting it happen, and then we end up losing. Then we wonder why.
Okay, let's go to two. Okay, 281. Come on, 281. Come on, 281. Come on, brother. Thank you. You've been holding about 30 minutes. My brother. Go ahead.
No, Martin, this is actually very good. I appreciate what everybody was saying on the show. Old timer, no disrespect. We live in a different time now. We're living in a different time now, and people are frustrated. People are pissed off. We're not connected no more. But again, Martin, I just want to listen in, man.
Okay.
You're having a great show, bro.
Thank you.
Y'all just keep doing what you're doing, and
Appreciate
thank
you.
you, man.
214. Come on, 214. Yeah, I think Buck next.
Oh.
Go ahead,
Okay,
214.
Okay, I'm gonna try to get it out of this real quick. Let's talk about the plan that they put into effect in the 20s. At the same time that we had Black Wall Street, Wilmington, and all these black cities that was coming up under Black Power, they were burning our cities, our little neighborhoods, the cities to the ground, but they were still bringing in European immigrants. They didn't want blacks to have a foothold in the labor market because it was only black, it was only white. We were the workers, they were the owners of the businesses, so forth. So if they had not brought Europeans in the early teens and the 20s of the 19th century, we would have been so powerful because we would have been the labor. But they had to water down what we were doing because they saw how we were building. So they burned all our shit down, excuse my language. They burned all our stuff down, and they brought the Europeans over, the Germans, the Trumps, all these folks that came over from Europe, and then they funded them. They gave them land, money, houses, and everything they could so they could get a foothold above them. At the same time, they burning our stuff down. And the Democrats try to do the same thing this time. We're going to bring in all these immigrants, burn down what little power that we do have in the little industries that we do have control over, and let these people become the labor. Now, let's go back to what you were saying, Mark, because this is really, really important. Everybody needs to get this. What happened in Oakland, San Francisco, Compton, and that's moving towards Chicago, Dallas, and the rest of them, they let the crime rates get really, really high in Compton. You remember those days?
Mm-hmm.
They were making rap records about how bad it was in Compton. They drove the values of the property way, way down. The white developers came in, started building and buying stuff, then they ran the prices way, way up. A lot of folks couldn't afford to pay the taxes. They get kicked out of their homes. That's the same thing they're doing in Dallas. I grew up in South Dallas. Okay, same place they did this piece on Jasmine Crockett about 2 months ago. I told y'all about a week ago, it looked like that then when I was a child going to the karate movies on that same street with the white woman out there shooting pictures on, trying to come back she should be doing something for the community. But I tell you what they are doing. They built a $600,000 house next to a piece of junk. Guess what? That piece of junk now value and what you have for those old folks who've been living there for 30 years, they'll pay the taxes on it. Guess what's going to happen? The city is going to force them out of that piece of property. So then they're going to take their property, that same developer's going to build another $600,000 house. And pretty soon, everything that's on their street, and every other street that they're building on, is going to be priced. The taxes on those old houses are going to be up too high for people to afford to stay there. The next thing you know, it's 50 square blocks of homelessness. Do you understand what the man's plan is? He's no longer wanting to throw us in jail. See, that didn't really work because he keeps getting out of jail. See, now he's just going to price us out and put us on the street. He's going to make 10 cities all over the country. And guess who's going to come in and build them $600,000 houses, redo all them streets, and fix up them schools and no parks? The immigrants. We can't get them jobs. Like Martin been telling you all along, it's the construction. It ain't the Mexicans working at Church and Chicken and McDonald's. Don't worry about them. It's the ones that got the construction jobs. It's the ones that's doing the streets. Martin, do you remember when that boat hit the bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Over there in Baltimore?
I remember that.
You know who got killed on that bridge?
Mm.
5 Mexicans sitting in a truck on top of the bridge doing bridge work. In the middle of the night. This is the world we living in. Keep on talking, brother. You're right. This is the world we living in. How come there wasn't no brothers in that truck up there doing maintenance work on the bridge at 3 in the morning when the doggone boat hit it? And then they spend millions of dollars looking for the bodies of 4 Mexicans in Baltimore. Now, you want to know what blacks have a stronghold? They have it in the South. Now, I'm a truck driver. I get out there. I see this. So when I'm in Jackson, Mississippi, I see a lot of blacks. When I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, I see a lot of blacks. When I'm in Birmingham, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, I see a lot of us. I'm not saying they're not there. I would be naive. But I'm saying there are still some strongholds where blacks are doing stuff. They're still doing construction. They're still doing work. But what y'all need to get to understand is, I'm for the National Guard being there so we're going to cut down on the crime. Because I hate to hear all the bad stuff that we hear all over the country about what's going on in Chicago. 8 killed this weekend, 15 killed this weekend, 30 people shot over the weekend. We sick of seeing it. We sick of hearing it. So when they came, we said, okay, they can get in here, let them just roam the streets up here so the police in Chicago can get some work and start really doing some work if they want to. Because there's so many of them involved in the crime business up there. I don't see how they can do what the police work for them trying to steal all the money that's being made. And that's fact. And they don't just go to Chicago, they're going to Dallas, LA, and everywhere else. But the fact of the matter is, when they start influxing all these immigrants, they are absolutely shooting at us on these jobs because if we have power in the labor market, that's power all over the world. If you're doing the building, you have power. I can have all the money in the world, but if I don't know how to go and build nothing, but I got to pay somebody to build it, that gives the person that does the building power. So they hurry up and watered us down in the 20s, burned all our stuff down, all these European immigrants over here, showing them up with a bunch of money, and that's what they're doing now. This games, their games don't change. It's just the timing when their games change. Think about this. Think about it. Y'all see it in the neighborhoods of Chicago right now. Grandma's house is sitting next to a $500,000 mansion. White girls jogging through the neighborhood with their puppy. Stuff y'all ain't never seen in life. Pretty soon, Grandma can't afford to pay the taxes on that house. Where Grandma gonna go? And if Grandma dead, where grandson gonna go with his family that's been living there for 5 or 6 years, barely paying the eviction bill. House falling apart because they say keep it maintained. Next thing you know, your tax is $10,000 a year, $12,000 a year. Now you gotta go. And that's what happened in LA. And that's what's happened in Dallas.
Okay. Let me ask you a question, brother. Hold it. How can we prevent what happened in those in the Compton, San Francisco, and them other little cities? How can we prevent that from happening here in the city of Chicago? Well,
I'm gonna give it to you.
Come on.
Because she was the councilman and the alderman who sat back and let this happen. They sat back and let the counties raise the taxes on this property, knowing that the citizens in their very business is reported. But they too busy out there buying up property themselves. They got the list in their hand. They see who taxes overdue, so what are they doing? They opening up shell companies, going in with the white boy. They buying up all this property, so they ain't got nothing to say about grandma getting kicked out of her house or her grandkids getting kicked out of her house.
Okay, brother, I need you to tell me how can we. Go ahead.
I just told you, we're gonna have to find politicians that absolutely follow the black agenda. And even though y'all complaining about y'all representatives up there, how come the Republicans ain't funding viable black candidates to challenge the Democratic aldermen and the city councilmen in your city? I asked Martin this other day, and we're going to backline. Who is the Messiah? If you don't like Brandon Johnson, if you don't like the other 25 aldermen, who do you like? And when are you going to start building those folks up? Because those are the folks that can save your community. But Republicans ain't putting no money in that.
If you had that sister on here about a month ago, Martin, the first thing I asked is the Republican Party going to fund the money that you need to compete in this area? She went silent. Then she got smart with it. But that's the only way y'all gonna put a Republican in office in that community. If y'all don't have money for them, they can't compete. So if the Democrats got all the money, y'all can't have no savings and no messiahs. You're gonna keep getting what you've been getting. It's a money game when you start talking about putting people in office. I don't know how much it costs to become an alderman in the city of Chicago. Some of y'all should know that. If it's $250,000, is it $1 million? How much does it cost to fund a campaign for somebody to win? That's where you need to start putting your resources. Don't sit here on this phone and complain. Find the Messiah in your neighborhood and start putting bread behind us and start putting people to go vote for that joke.
Okay.
Because Republicans ain't putting nobody to challenge these people that y'all absolutely hate. And see, that's the part that they should make you sick. It's one thing for you to go and vote for Trump and vote Republican, but then when it comes down to the local politics where it really affects your lives, Republicans ain't putting those viable candidates up there that can do. They're not funding them enough.
Okay, bro. All right. Let's go to the next call. I think that's Buck. Thank you for your comments. Come on, Buck. You're last caller. Come on, Buck. 6650. 6650. Buck. I know Buck be at work too. Buck. Hey, brother Buck.
Well, I'll say something till you come in.
Go ahead, old timer.
I agree with what the brother said. And I agree, you got a black woman right now down in Virginia trying to run for governor. Trump haven't even called her name yet. And he ain't even endorsed her campaign. And yet at the same time, you got blacks running around talking about they gonna vote and endorse Trump right here in Chicago and stuff like that. So what I'm saying is that now y'all check that out. Don't just go by what I'm saying. Now check it out. The black woman trying to run for governor down there as a Republican, but Trump ain't even endorsed her, nor called her name yet. Okay, so they're not trying to help black people. But the only way that you're going to have black participation, we got to have a strong congressional black caucus. And I agree with the sister said about Brotman trying to jump back into this race because, I ain't with it. I thought he, faked it off and, now he's trying to make a comeback. I wish Robin Kelly was just staying in that position. But the only way that we're going to do the thing to get ahead the way we're supposed to is we got to fight these powers and keep on putting people in office.
Okay.
He's right.
Hey, brother, let me ask you a question, man. Since you speak highly of white people all the time, don't you know you got white Republicans and white Democrats? Why you don't believe in a black person can be a Republican? What's wrong with that?
Okay, man. I told you, every time you have a black Republican, 90% of their talk is against black people. You got to say some things about black. It ain't nothing good that they doing. And that's not true. That's not true. Well, okay. Well, you got the badge. You got the badge. Black people are always party too, brother. The reason
one thing for sure, ain't no black Republicans been running Chicago or Illinois. It's been it look like Duke. Explain that.
Explain that, old timer.
And the second point, Mark.
Go ahead.
The reason the Republicans don't support black people is because they know black people are dumb enough to vote Democrat no matter what. So what Dr. Claude Anderson preaches is you are independent. You don't, whatever side is going to give you the most is what you go for. So we need to have blacks on Republican side, blacks on Democrat. Mm-hmm. So we got people that discuss Chicago flip red. So that's a beautiful thing that some black people have decided that we are becoming Republicans. So now we have
slavery, the Democrats or the Republicans. The Republicans ended slavery. Abraham Lincoln was a Republican.
That's right. And the Republicans did the Reconstruction Amendments, 13th, 14th, 15th Amendment.
Absolutely. Now keep playing with these Dixie cracks because they give you food stamps. Lyndon Johnson changed how blacks were in the political party, from Republican to Democrat. And I'm not saying support any party, but you got to hold people accountable when they've been sitting in power. And the Democratic Party has been sitting in power for decades. And it's progressively gotten worse. In black communities, it looks terrible. And J.B. Pritzker, the only Democrat we know with some money. The rest got rich from politics.
Again, that's why we going off the rails again. Now the Republican Party is that ain't number that old Whig Party from years ago. Now they had blacks in there.
Whatever slave, the Democratic Party, the slave party. So whatever slaves, whatever Mr. Jim Crow. That's what the Democrats rep.
Okay,
so you can go name Jim Crow.
Sir, so what's wrong with the Independent Party? You keep supporting Democrats when we stated to you Chicago has been run by the Democrats. What condition is Chicago in? Look at all the cities, Oakland, Detroit, Los Angeles, Cleveland, Milwaukee. These are Democratic-run cities, and look at the condition of them that are run by primarily black people that are Democrats. So either they are stealing the money. It's only thing to be happening is they don't care. They're stealing the money. Where's the money going? Where's the money at? And of course, they don't want to stop crime because they're getting paid for crime. You got all these people with non-for-profits talking about they fighting crime, and there's no proof that it's working. So where the hell is the money going?
It's going in infrastructure in the community. Then they come out and take the census, get everybody information, and then it's gentrified. Like over in Woodline, where all the black people that's supposed to benefit from all of the information they collected. Look at the gentrification of Woodline. He's still walking around talking about Democrats. Do you know where you live? Do you look around where you live? Do you see all the dirt and trash on the street? While Brandon Johnson is uplifting people who ain't even supposed to be here because they steal that money? You crazy.
What you doing is you just a punch ticket, and this other brother just a punch ticket for the Republican Party.
I ain't no punch ticket.
We didn't say nothing about the Republican Party.
My body go all kinds of ways, except for the primary.
When you say
independent means you are not loyal to any party. So we have to let me finish. What black people do is you loyal for independent means who gives you the resources.
Who had you hanging and lynched? You crazy. The Democrats had you hung and lynched. They was called Democrats. So you don't say nothing to me about my voting decision. You don't even make an educated voting decision. You don't even got an educated job. You're a laborer. All you do is do what they tell you to do. Repetitively. Every day. So you don't, what kind of decisions are you making in your life? You talking about a job. That's just over broke. Somebody else got to give that to you. What do you have? What skills do you have to pay the bills on your own? What can you offer the community? I'm an independent medical examiner, substitute teacher, all of that. What can you do on your own? You have no independence. You got your hand down. If they don't give you a job, you're going to starve. What are you talking about? Don't tell me nothing.
Wow. And Martin, what Dr. Claude Anderson preaches is economics is first. So if you have one reason that the black politicians don't do anything because we don't fund them. So if we come together, we can fund somebody that has our best interests. Then you go to politics because we know politicians are crooks.
That is proven, and most of them are dumb crooks because we've had black politicians that have went to jail for $5,000. Am I correct?
You're correct.
You have to be illiterate to be. You must be illiterate to take a bribe for $5,000. So these are the incompetent people we have running our communities. Thanks.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. Yeah, we go.
You better get somebody on here to understand what the independent party is doing. This independent party is ruining the minds of black people. Now, we don't have an independent party. We don't have an independent party.
You act like you a slave. You can vote for who you want to. You can be Democrat, Republican, Independent. You can split the ballot down the middle. Ain't nobody going to slave. You sound like a whole slave.
Okay, you're not supposed to waste. You're not supposed to waste the vote. Why would you have a wasted vote? Why would you have a wasted vote? Why would you move with somebody to be an independent?
So
when you
know Brandon Johnson not a wasted vote.
Voting for Democrats.
Brandon Johnson a wasted vote.
What I'm trying to tell you is
Brandon Johnson a wasted vote.
You can't do nothing because you ain't educated.
So him giving $700,000. Why did he give black people $700 million?
If you educated, why don't you know the historical racial fucking impact of the Democratic Party? The lynching, that they was Dixiecrats, that they were the party of the KKK. Why don't you know that if you educated? That's why you can't browbeat me and tell me shit. That's over with. Kids don't listen to y'all because you slaves. Quit being fucking slaves.
All right, Trina, we're going to. All right, y'all. Okay. All right, listen, people. Listen up, people. Listen up. Listen up. Okay. Listen, y'all. We're gonna end it right there. We're gonna end it right there. We shall resume. We shall. Hey. Old time okay.
Talking about the Dixiecrats tonight whole time. Okay, but the Dixiecrats wasn't nothing but a pop-up in the sand type thing and then went away. Okay, but what I'm trying to say, Mom, is what she's talking about Dixiecrats, that was way back then. Okay, well, let me make a point.
Let me make a point. Go ahead, old timer.
Since 1948. Okay.
Trina, let him talk. Let him talk.
You got two major parties that the United States acknowledge. That's the Republican Party and the Democratic Party. Now, the only reason why you got these independent stuff that come up, that every now and then they become mayor and a little governor, then they pop back and don't do nothing. You don't have none of them you don't have none of them having a positive vote that can impact anything in the Senate. You got 50 senators, and you got one independent. That's it. You ain't independents ain't winning. Independents not winning anything. Only the ones is doing what we're talking about.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, listen what I'm saying, bro. You got two major parties.
Right.
You got two major.
I'll let you talk next.
I did not say to run an independent. What I said simply, black people do not need to be loyal to a Democratic Party or Republican Party. So the white man just put that in your head. White man put that in your head. If Martin is running as a Democrat, can I finish, sir? Martin is running for a Democrat. And let's just say Bobby, who is black, is running for a Republican. We have them give us what is we getting out of us getting a vote. So whoever gives us the most, that's who we vote for. I didn't say for somebody to run. I said black people need to come together. We don't give a damn if you Democrat, Republican, from
Black
the Green
first.
Party, whoever.
Who's the only one talking crazy like that? Because I got hold on, bro. Wait,
you fuck slavery. We ain't care about damn thing.
Okay, listen, sister. You got the liberation part.
Tell us about the white man, but he running out there with the Hispanic man talking about we should protest, and he ain't been out there his damn self. You trying to send us to somewhere you ain't been, out near big. Take your ass out there first.
Oh, God. Okay, Mark.
Go ahead, old timer.
Okay, listen. Just a couple weeks ago, you saw it on TV yourself. Before they were somehow bringing the National Guard in here over at Great Lakes. I was out there, and they had the mayor from North Chicago, the mayor from Waukegan. You had all of the city. You had Craig Wall from Channel 7 out here. You had Channel 32 out here. You had all of those people out here. Now I was out there. That's enough. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you that we're out here. We're saying different things. And the Hispanic people.
Hold on, Trina. Let him talk. Let him talk, Trina. Let him talk.
Hispanic people is standing up for themselves. The Hispanic people is standing up for themselves. But what does that have to do with Chicago? Mark, now he gonna make me bring out news things.
This is my girlfriend. This is my girlfriend to make her legal again.
Brother, you know what? You think education is expensive. Try ignorance. And that's what you got on this phone right now, ignorance. You see, so you gotta
meet people where they at.
Well, you ignorant to the fact.
People where they at.
Okay. Okay, guys. Listen.
So you're trying to tell me that they don't have two major parties in the United States? That's what you're trying to tell me. That's not what the argument is about. The argument is that whatever party has your interest. And I'm saying it really well.
Well, okay, y'all. Can we? Okay. Old time. Let him read something real quick. Come on, Carlos.
This is from the Chicago Sun-Times, Thursday, October 11, 2024. Mayor's $300 million broken promise. Johnson calls for city's biggest property tax hike in a decade, despite campaign pledge not to raise them, to balance a $173 billion budget without layoffs. The man ran and said he would not raise property taxes, correct? What did he do? That means this man is a damn liar.
And he ain't got no choice but to raise them because they're paying for illegals in Chicago. They're paying for that sanctuary on their property tax. Where you think the money comes from? You think because we print it ain't backed by nothing? It's backed by property tax because it ain't backed by gold no more. It's backed by labor and our property taxes. This ain't free, man. Why you talking about everybody get to stay? How much you think it costs for everybody to stay?
Mm-hmm. Okay, y'all. We got a part 2 tomorrow, y'all. We got to do part 2 tomorrow. We part 2. Y'all can come back tomorrow. I'm gonna try to come back at least around 10 o'clock or so. Y'all know.
Take the old timer to the protest.
Okay. Okay. Old timer. Old timer. Old timer.
I'm gonna drive you there. I'm gonna make your signs. I got plenty of poster board. I protest all the time. I'm gonna make your signs, drive you there, buy your lunch, and I want to see you get at it. There better not nobody fuck with you while I'm there. I promise you. I want to see this.
Old timer. Listen. Trina, I got this for old timer. I want this. When you go to the protest, old timer, I don't want this to happen to you. I'm going to show you what can happen to you when you go to the protest. And you're a man of God now. Listen. Look at the man of God got his hands up in there. Watch this. Hey, that's what hey, old Tommy, you got to watch out for them pepper balls out there now. You might get it now. They ain't discriminating now. Listen, they are not discriminating at all, man.
He's breaking up perimeter. He's breaking up perimeter.
Mm.
I don't care what you got to right. Sit your ass down.
Okay, Trina. We are, all right, y'all.
You don't get to break because you got a around your neck. You better take that collar and sit down.
You got to take that to the white man. You got to take that to the white man. Because the white man is the one hiring the Hispanics, and he's the one that's doing that. Your gripe is with the white man. But your white gripe is with the white man. Because the white man is the one that's hiring them, and the white man is the one that's hiring them out there to LC.
All right.
He hiring them out in the construction places. Why don't you tell the white man that what you telling me? Why don't you tell him, you know,
that's true.
I'm going to shut your place down. Because he's the one that's hiring all of these people and the Hispanics that's giving them low wages.
He got a point there now. He definitely got a point there.
Running up in there, snatching them up out of
Okay, but you ain't telling the white man that. You ain't telling the white man that. You ain't going around his business somehow. We going to shut this down because you got undocumented people in there. They cut their grass.
Because they got the right people here with you to go ahead and do that. So ain't no need doing it because they hear that.
Okay. All right, y'all. We got in it right there. I appreciate y'all. We got in it right there, y'all.
What it is live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right, guys.
I need to make sure let me call all the white people in my family and tell them I'm going to start listening to them now. They're going to be happy.
All right, y'all. Hey, Trina, let's come back tomorrow.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth.
All right, y'all.
And shame
I got to cut y'all off. All right, to get everybody off, y'all. Thank y'all so much. It was a great conversation, and I appreciate. Maybe we can come back tomorrow and do it again tomorrow. That is cool with me. We can come back tomorrow and do it. It was a great conversation. It was good. It was good. It was good. It was good. So the Black community is split on this subject, and I just like to know why. But I appreciate you guys. You already know what it is.
You already know what it is. Live, uncut,
and what?
Unedited. Tell the truth.
And what?
And shame the devil.
I love being black. All right, people, share the video. If you're on my YouTube, please hit the like button. Hit the like button. YouTube, hit the like button. Facebook, hit the like button. Share, subscribe to my page. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much.